Hello, everybody. I should be on the, yep, there's my latency reduction active. Okay. I am slightly late. I have a class Monday and Wednesday nights. Technically, it's supposed to end at 6:30, but we usually get into it, you know, because we're very passionate about our topic. So class actually ended 5 minutes ago, and I had to like run around and grab some stuff. Thank you for the bonk, Dakota Doyle. It is not time yet. It is not yet that time of the year. Okay, we're gonna try something new today. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so in theory, once I switch over to this, y'all are gonna have to tell me how this sounds once we make it over there. Because to me, this sounds like a good sound level for the game. But if it's too quiet for you, let me know, because I can fix that. If that is the case. Or if it's too loud, I can fix it either way. I can fix it! As you can see, I was on summons earlier because I was trying to see where my Juge summons was. The answer was not here till tomorrow night at 9 p.m., which makes me very upset. And I am not spending anything on Iskandar, as I already have him. I will wait. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to pop into the Discord, because Knick-Knack said he'd come hang out. Okay. I think that means I get to add audio input. Nope, not that. Yep. Okay. Alright, we're gonna just adjust that. Oh! Is that gonna add Discord where I want it to add Discord? It is. Okay. Hopefully when Knick-Knack pops in, that'll be audible. Oh no. As I accidentally activate Audacity trying to open Discord. Alright. Well, at least I'll be able to hear Knick-Knack if he pops in. And yeah, he said he won't be here for like another like 20-ish minutes if he pops in. He's got some editing work to do. Excuse the fact that you're going to hear me crunching a little bit through my dinner. Just because, like I said, I just got off class. It was a fun class, though. It's my Virgil's Aeneid in Latin. So we're working our way through book 1 at the moment. And I'm very much enjoying... I've translated Virgil's Aeneid before in school. And so I'm kind of enjoying this being a nice refresher. What's on the menu is half-cold popcorn shrimp, a couple cans of soda, and some Reese's pumpkins. That's today's menu. I'm assuming that the sound then is fine. I wish that was the... Oh, wait. Did they drop a new Halloween servant? Or announce something new Halloween-wise with one of the servants? Because I need to know if it's who... I need to know if that is what happened. Because there's something I'm kind of hoping for that Knick-Knack will be very upset with, but I really want to happen. Okay. A little overly warm today. I'm assuming the sound is fine, and you can hear FGO, since none of you have said anything. Okay, is there a new servant? Can I know the name of the servants? Or would that be spoiling something intrinsic? Oh my god. Oh man, because he was worried that the new servant coming might be related to a video we've already done. And that we'd have to update it. Because we're a couple weeks ahead, you guys always know that. Like, we're like, I think it's like 6 weeks ahead we try to be. Just to give us time in the editing room. Oh, okay, so it's a React that's already come out. Alright, that's fine. He's not gonna crash out. Yeah, but additions to updates are old news. That's not important. That's a March problem. I am sad though, because I was really hoping that we'd get I was really hoping that we'd get the servant that I wanted that we just did a video on. I'm having to say this so circumspectly because it's not even, I mean, we're like weeks out from the hint. Oh yeah, that's right. We stopped at the beginning of section 10 because it was a no fucking battle node. Alright. Nick Knack corrected me. So I've been saying that Shimousa was 18 sections. Apparently it's 16. So I am perfectly on track for where I wanted to be. Hopefully tonight we'll do 10, 11, 12, maybe 13. I'm not going to push myself to do 13, but I'd like to do 10, 11, and 12 for sure. The ones I got on login? Because I'm assuming you mean the ones I got on login, because I buy the ones that are available in the shop unless the shop updated. Oh, the shop updated. Cool. Not really anything else I need here. Yeah, I bought everything else I needed here. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Head back into Shimousa. Alright. Quarta Cantica, Kala Sutra Hell beginning. So Kala Sutra Hell is shooting. It's shooting. I think. Yeah, it's shooting doji. Oh no. Oh. I'm just sad that what I wanted didn't happen. Another beautiful sky. I love this weather. I'm glad it's such a nice day out for our trip back. If it was raining, my kimono would get all filthy. I paid good money for this outfit, so I want it to look nice for as long as possible. Of course I do. I enjoy looking good, you know, though I do forget all about it when it comes time to fight a duel. I may run around doing whatever I feel like now, but back where I grew up, I was lucky to know lots of good people. Both this obi and kimono are proof of that. Hell, I wouldn't have even had the money for my swords without help from the various people I've met. Anyway, at the rate we're going, we should be back at Grandpa Muramasa's hermitage in an hour or so. Let's hustle. I bet he'll have piping hot white rice ready and waiting for us. Maybe even enough for seconds. I can't say anything about white rice or seconds, but yes, I would love to meet another friendly servant. It seems that the heroic spirit sword masters didn't expect Master to be here in Shimousa. And we now know that they see her as a threat. The more allies we have on our side, the better. Ow, fuck. Oh, my hair's been up all day, that hurt. Same here. Now that we know they can manipulate her mind, they may go after her again. Still, old man Tajima said he has a plan in place and that we'd only get in the way if we stuck around. So we couldn't stay in the castle any longer anyway. Man, we got kicked out on our asses. What the fuck? Is it a CE? Well, I guess it's not a CE art I'm allowed to see. Because it'll be in updates if it's a servant we've already done. And if it's not a servant we've done, I have to wait until we do that servant. Damn. That's sometimes irritating when I know that there's like new art out of like a specific servant. And I'm like, I really want to see the new art, but I can't. This is bullshit. That's the only problem with the fact that you guys have... Oh! Thank you for that, Tacos. I turned off my notifications and completely forgot that. Also, I need to... I'm at 31%. You could say who the new ECE is of. Let me go get a charging cord. Man, I am not having a day. God damn it. Oh, we're not charging. Okay. Fuck. Alright, we're charging. The messenger bubble is gone. Notifications are turned off. Jesus fucking Christ. Ooh, Carmilla. Okay. Not if it meant I would have to fight him to do so. Indeed, we have no choice but to entrust Lord T.H.E with the princess's care. Besides, I believe he would finally draw his sword if the time came to protect her. Okay, I think we're finally done. Maybe setting up. I hope so, but that old man seems like he cares about other people's lives even less than I do. Lord Tajima no Kami is a master of the Yagyu Shinkage-ryu and one of the greatest swords masters under the sun. We have nothing to fear in regards to the princess's safety. Danzo, jump scare. Hey Danzo, can I say something? Very well. It's okay to speak up sooner if you want to join the conversation. Say, when I was talking about the weather. Understood. Today's weather is beautiful. I shall enter that into my database. I just meant you could have jumped in around then too, you know? We're here walking the same path together and all. Understood. Same path. I shall enter that into my database. Aw, hun. Not a robot, master. A mechanical puppet. Understood. Robot. I shall enter that into my... Oh my fucking god, girly pop. You don't have to enter that one. Understood. Anyway, since we're all walking along the same path and all, why don't we take the time to enjoy it? It's not like we're in a hurry, right? Correct. I have not been assigned a specific deadline by which this mission must be completed. My new orders from Lord Tajima are to gather information around Shimousa, and to ensure that all of you arrive safely at your destination. Oh yeah, every Halloween we get a new Ellie. Yeah, because last year we got, what, 8-tailed dragon Ellie, and then the year before we got Cinder Ellie, I think? Okay, nothing in your orders precludes you from enjoying this walk, so it should be fine for you to join us for a bit of conversation. Precludes. What a fancy word. You must have learned a lot in your travels, Lady Musashi. Danzo. Yes, Lady Danzo. What is it? Something on my face? If you're trying to hide yourself right now, I'm afraid it's not working. At all. My apologies. I was simply observing you out in the open, as I had determined I did not need to hide. So that was intentional, then. At any rate, Lord Kotaro, may I ask a question? Are you sure you are uninjured? During your battle, Lord Tajima no Kami ordered me to leave the princess and go outside the castle. But you stayed behind and fought the villain to keep the princess safe. Not only that, you suffered a terrible injury when you shielded that young woman from a surprise attack. And yet, you are still so sprightly. Oh, now I see. So you found that strange, huh? Since you are a ninja, at first I thought it may be due to some sort of ninjutsu. I recall you telling me you were a Sagami ninja before, after all. But I searched my database and was unable to find any ninjutsu that would explain your rapid recovery. Sage mode, bitches! I see. Thank you for your concern, but I'm quite alright. My body is quite different from an ordinary person's, but it is not because of any ninjutsu. But I know you are not a machine like I am. While I have not had the sensation myself, I am aware that living creatures experience pain when they are wounded. I am unable to feel such things as humans do, but I have also heard that pain can be unbearable to them. Well, there are certainly some wounds that can't be healed, but don't worry, mine weren't like that. What's more, I'm still the head of a ninja clan, even if I may not look like it. Pain is nothing new to me. I see. Understood. This is gonna give her a complex about how people feel pain, I'm telling you now. It seemed like you two were having such a nice talk, then it just kinda stopped? Is she walking faster now, too? I wonder if I did something to offend her. I don't think so. If anything, I think it's the opposite. Ellie will always return. We will never escape Ellie. I hate to say it, Seki, but you're dead wrong in this case. Danzo's definitely into him. What a lovely puppet. So buck up, Kotaro. She only said those things to you in the first place because she cares about you. If you say so, I don't know what to think myself. Speaking of things, I'm gonna have to send a picture of my chili tomorrow into the chat, because I'm making chili tomorrow. Spicy chili. I have been requested by my friends to do this. So I should probably send a photo into chat when I do it. What am I doing? He is just an enemy, nothing more. There is no need for me to concern myself with his well-being. Then again, a ninjutsu that can instantly heal wounds could be a significant threat. My duty is to learn as much as possible about the enemy, after all. At least, that is what I believed. What is going on? Could some part of me be broken? Or could it be that I am feeling the effects of that evil aura from last night? What the... Hello. How you doing? Oh, you still have your Shiro Day picture on. Go on, lap it all up. Don't leave a single drop behind. My bottle isn't just for pouring. It can also lap up suffering, regret, and hate, and turn them into the finest wine imaginable. Sure, you don't want some? It's delicious, you know. Please hurry, before someone from the castle sees you. I don't mind you collecting the remains of the great serpent that Lady Paraiso summoned, but please be quick. I know. Sorry for the trouble. I promise I'll soon be all done. At any rate, Danzo. Oh, lovely Danzo. Yes. You're working as a spy under Castor's orders, right? You're not developing a soft spot for your marks, are you? Surely you jest. I am here only to fulfill my master's orders. Your master's orders, huh? You mean like Chiome? Boy, you ninjas sure have it tough. Doesn't being your master's obedient little puppet get old? It would for me. I don't think I could last a day like that. I know exactly what you're thinking. All the time you were hiding up near the ceiling, you couldn't take your eyes off that red-headed boy, could you? You must really like him, huh? What was it he said? Oh, that's right. Something about how a ninja without a heart is no more than a blade. Nice words from a cute boy. I could easily see someone falling for his charm. He's not quite my type anymore, but if I were still alive, I'd have been on him like white on rice. Oh my god. Surely you jest. That's how you want to play this? Are you sure? Okay, if that's what you want, doesn't make any difference to me. Oh boy. Okay, that's all of it. All the cursed remains of the great god of Oe are mine to use as I like. Guess I'll head back to Arakawa now. Alright, please hurry. Always the responsible one, aren't you? So what if you're just a mechanical puppet? Come on, be straight with me. What is it you really want to do? In the deep of the night, at an old, forgotten battlefield lay on the eastern shore of the Arakawa, the river that keeps Edo safe. An unthinkable sight was unfolding in an empty, untilled field. A great army, 10,000 strong, with cavalry, foot soldiers, archers, and gunners, was gathering. It was an army of the shogunate, assembled quickly and in secret under the orders of T.H.E no Kami, with the sole purpose of wiping out every monster in Shimousa. Each troop was led by proud, experienced warriors from the Shimabara Rebellion and the Siege of Osaka. This army might well have been the last one ever assembled whose soldiers remembered the age of war. Following their commander's orders, the army descended upon Shimousa. Whether they faced monsters, the Toyotomi, or Christians, they were keen blade created expressly to cut down any force threatening the society the Tokugawa created. They were just about to leave this field in order to rendezvous with their commander, Yagyu T.H.E no Kami. Or at least, that was the plan. I was late. I forgot to put my phone on charge. I turned my notifications off, but I forgot to get rid of Knickknack's messenger bubble and Cece's and several other people's. I'm eating. I'm trying to get through sections 10, 11, and 12 tonight, but I'm not going to push myself past that, depending on my energy. I'm making chili tomorrow. My class ran over. And I'm trying a new streaming setup, and no one's commented that the audio for the game is too low yet. Or too high. It was an eventful 20 minutes. The cut of that hair makes me think that this is Minamoto no Raiko, but I don't think it is. Oh no, it's Rider of okay. Yeah, I have no clue. I do put kidney beans in mine. I do a beef and kidney bean. Yeah. Yes, the new Ellie and the new Carmilla CE, but no further details. The Seiwa Genji. Blech. The Shogun. Blech. What a deplorable state of affairs. Whatever happened to honor on the battlefield? Are there any truly brave men among you? If there are, then I might be willing to face you one-on-one. Lady Inferno didn't seem especially concerned, but I am. After all, your army is official, isn't it? I see you number at least 10,000, some of you no doubt hailing from upstanding families. And yet, if you are willing to resort to any means necessary to hunt down monsters, then you are no better than I. It is terribly vexing. You remind me of myself far too much for my liking. Where did you come from, woman? I find you and your presence here very suspicious. I was told that a woman led the army of monsters against Shimousa recently, and I think you're one of her ilk. Stay right where you are and don't move a muscle. Ah, yeah, no, this is not going to be that type of chili. I make this chili recipe less spicy sometimes for Vorn specifically. But the version I make when it's like me or Cece or my mom or some of my other friends eating it or like Knick Knack is much spicier. Archers, oh dear. What the Lord Shimada just disappeared. He was just on his horse, and now he's gone. Well, I think he's on the ground now. What's this? Ah, it's Lord Shimada's torso. Just his torso. What's it doing here? It must have flown for over 20 paces. That's impossible. This must be sorcery. And look, that woman is still standing over 10 paces away from his horse. Oh, shut up. Just shut up. I've never heard anything so pathetic. It's unbearable. The Seiwa Genji would be rolling in their graves if they could hear you so-called warriors now. All your insignificant buzzing, not a word to be heard. You're no better than insects. Insects are such disgusting creatures. Best to squash them quickly. Since I'm already here, I might as well take the opportunity to exterminate this horrid infestation. Oh! You know, Nutty, you're very similar to Vorn in that way. Look out! Here she comes! Too slow. Far too slow. It was, in every sense of the word, a bloodbath. This was no battle. It was wholesale slaughter. Fully armored cavalry, foot soldiers, archers, gunners, each and every one was mowed down indiscriminately. Under the blood-soaked light of the crimson moon, all 10,000 men were sacrificed for Onriedo. Let's be more precise. In total, there were 10,245 soldiers gathered there on the east bank of the Arakawa River that night. No less than 10,244 of them were cut down. The sole survivor was a young foot soldier. It was a youthful Hatamoto who had never once been on a battlefield. After listening to his older compatriots share their tales of battle, he volunteered for the Shimousa army of his own accord. Sadly, the bright and eager expression he had worn on his face merely half an hour earlier was now gone. The light was gone from his eyes, and all he could do now was stare up at the cloudy night sky, mumbling as saliva dribbled down his chin and tears rolled down his cheeks. Chat, y'all are wild. There are ghost peppers in the there are ghost peppers in the pepper mix that I use to make my chili, and Thai peppers, and a lot of gochujang. I so badly want to try making garam, because honestly, fishy, salty, right up my alley. I think I would love garam. Like, I desperately want to try making it myself. What's all this? Why'd you have to go and slaughter all of them? And why'd you leave this shell-shocked idiot alive? Why bother killing him? He's so broken that he's all but dead in spirit. A fool like that would make a poor sacrifice. I refuse to whet my blade when there is nothing to be gained from it. Didn't your parents ever teach you it was rude not to finish what's on your plate? Well, whatever. I'm a berserker, so I can't really be bothered. Anyway, nice job tonight, Kala Sutra Hell. As for me, I went ahead and lapped up every bit of suffering, regret, and hate I could find. What a little sneak. If I weren't a heroic spirit swordmaster, you would have been the first I killed. How terribly irritating. Sorry about that. By the way, Kala Sutra Hell, I don't suppose you'd like to try something out. You see, my noble phantasm's all filled up now. In fact, it's a little too full. I'd like to go ahead and pour it all out, but if I did that, it might end up melting a whole province or two. What do you think? That is what you wish to do? Commit a pointless atrocity when Onriedo is nearly upon us? Oh, very well. In that case, why don't we venture over to the neighboring province of Sagami? I've always wanted to see the Ashigara region for myself. Sagami, eh? What about Edo then? Shall I eat everyone there while I'm at it? Oh yes, Edo, a city where people from all walks of life come together. It reminds me of an anthill more than anything. In my time, the eastern lands were never so populated. So, what do you say? I say no. The Lord Sorcerer has his own sights set on Edo. We should leave it alone. Yeah, no, Zerhara. My mom and I grow a bunch of chilies. We don't grow jalapenos, but we do, like, Thai. Every year we either do ghost or scorpion, I think. There's always habanero, scotch bonnets, sometimes Anaheim and Uncos, etc. Then Sagami it is. Agreed. Let us dye its ocean blood red. I do have some attachment to the Kamakura shogunate, but Sagami was the home of the loathsome Hojo clan. I thought the Hojo didn't matter anymore in this period. Well, whatever. Danzo, I know you're about. Tell the others we're going to Sagami for a spell. Wait, Lady Kalasutra Hell, Lady Samgata Hell. Neither Lord Limbo, nor Lord Imperial, nor the Lord Sorcerer told you to destroy Sagami. Please, I ask that you reconsider. Oh shit, this entire time I did not realize that one was called Samgata Hell and the other one was called Kalasutra Hell. So this is not Shootin' Doji's chapter then. This is Ryder's chapter? I think it was Kalasutra Hell, the fourth Kantika. Unless I'm wrong and it was Samgata. Well, I guess I'll find out in a little. Apologies, Danzo. That's just how it is. Hold the fort for us while we're away. Hey, that preserved Pompeii bread is part of the archaeologist's forbidden grilled cheese sandwich. Don't hate on it. Both of you, wait. Nope, they ain't waiting. Kala Sutra. So it is Riders. This is Riders, not Berserkers. Okay, so I was right. Rider is Reiko. Okay. It's the hair, you know? We grow that one too. It's actually called the same thing here. Or at least it is in California. Oh, yay. The facsimile of a chance. Archers recommended. Interesting. Well. Let's take the Baobon. Well, this is not a CE. Interesting. What's that below? Oh, that's a nice looking Tristan. Oh, I'm torn here. It's the same person. Oh, it's disgusting. I'll use Tristan. Oh, the skip button is so tempting. So you lot decided to come back, huh? And here I thought you'd gotten used to the cushy castle life. Well, servant or swordsman, a guest's a guest. You're probably tired after all that walking. Onui, get some tea for our guests. Make sure it's hot. Okay, is it someone from the village, like Miss Gohei or Mr. Numazo? Oh, it's the nice lady and Miss Samurai, along with Mr. Red-Headed Ninja. And a lady I don't recognize. Ga ga ga, goo goo. I'm home, Onui, Tasuke. I'm so glad I get to see you two again. Me too. Hey, what was it like inside the castle? Was it amazing? You know the vibe I get from Onui and Tasuke in this story? They kind of feel, you know the vibe I get from this entire story? Shimousa feels like Inuyasha, right? Like Muramasa is Sesshomaru, and Onui and Tasuke are Rin, right? And then our group, like Muramasa is like Inuyasha, and like we're Kagome, and then at the moment, Danzo and Kotaro are Sango and fuck if I remember the monk's name. But it feels like Inuyasha. Like that's the vibes I'm getting. And like the caster is the overarching bad guy, and then there's people like Kagura, and like all of like the different aspects of Naraku, right? Naraku and all of his different aspects, like Kohaku and all sorts of stuff. That's what this chapter feels like. Well, yeah, we don't have that, but like, you know, we try. But also, Musashi acts out less than Inuyasha does. But like, I think the comparison still stands to anyone who's like seen Inuyasha. This chapter does feel very, very sort of similar to it. Although, Tacos, I think you would enjoy Inuyasha. I really recommend Inuyasha to almost everyone because it's just a really solid anime, to be honest. Me too. Hey, what was it like inside the castle? Was it amazing? It was so wide and spacious. We saw the girl we met in town there too. She was a real princess after all. Wow, really? I can't believe it. Neither can anyone else, Onui. Gaga. A baby. You there, new girl. You're a ninja, ain't ya? I guess modern ninja don't even try to hide who they are anymore. Indeed, as of late there are so many unusual characters running around that this outfit does not stand out much. Apologies for a belated introduction. I am Danzo. I am to escort Lady Seki and Lady Musashi to this hermitage and see that they return safely. Yeah, Dakota Doyle? What the fuck about Yashahime? I did actually watch Yashahime. It's not as good as the original, but I didn't hate it. I enjoyed Yashahime. Yashahime is one of those interesting things where, like, I would love to put Yashahime in the hat, but I don't feel right about putting it in the hat without putting Inuyasha in the hat first. And then, like, you know, putting Inuyasha in the hat, like, which episodes we watch, which ones we don't, how much we have to get through. I mean, would it just become another fairy tale for me? But I think that the boys would probably enjoy Inuyasha a fair bit, so maybe I should just put it in the hat. I've talked myself into putting Inuyasha in the hat this season. Wow, okay. If it wasn't already, it's going in now. And I think a couple of the boys have seen it, or at least seen parts of it. It's old enough, and I think it was, what, like a year or two ago when they put almost the entire original series up for free on YouTube. Well, you know, before you request it, let me just go. I have the thing open because I was editing it. H-I-I-I-N. It's already in there. I already put it in the hat. See, I am one step ahead of myself. But I might just pull it out randomly anyways. So the boys and I have already started the new season, right? And we're kind of, we've got a new model a little bit on how we're picking stuff. But here's the thing, right? I have 5 submissions of Fairy Tail this season, right? 5 submissions, but I think that basically gets us through almost the entire rest of the series. Like, I think that finishes Fairy Tail for us this season, like in its entirety, right? And so I know I'm submitting 5 pushes of Fairy Tail, but you know, if Realm or Vorn or Knick-Knack perhaps feels like being incredibly generous to me, right? I could make an argument that one of them allow me to use... Yeah, we're not counting 100 Years Quest right now. You know, yeah, but the problem is Tartaros is so long it can't be divided into one arc. But, like, maybe one of the boys would be... Because I would already like to get one of them to let me use one of their submissions if they're not using it to finish solo leveling. Maybe I could argue for Inuyasha as well. So maybe if I don't get incredibly lucky and have it come out of the hat, I could argue for that. Potentially. I would make that argument. I think the boys would enjoy Inuyasha. I'll check really quickly and then I'm gonna put it away so I can keep reading. But I think Black Butler, Black Cat, Black Lagoon, Black Summoner, Black Clover is not in the hat. Huh. Surprising. Oh, but you know what? None of the 4 of us watch Black Clover. Because that's Asta, right? That's the protagonist of Black Clover is Asta. None of the 4 of us watch Black Clover. Sometimes that just happens with, like, bigger shows and stuff. Like, if literally none of us watch it or feel any sort of way about it, they just get forgotten about, you know? Okay. Also, the hat is available for you guys to go check out. It should be close to fully updated. Close. Yes, there is a link in the description below to a document where you can write into any one of the 4 of us and submit things, and that could be games, books, or anime. Because I have, because, you know, one of us might be willing to play a game on stream or like read a book. I can force Knick-Knack to read a book. But yeah, there's a Google Doc for that, and then the spreadsheet is the current up-to-date list. Which does have spoilers for, like, the next couple of episodes coming out, because I have to keep it up-to-date for myself, but, you know. Now that my task has been completed, I shall take my leave. If you're not in any rush, you should stay and rest up. From the looks of you, I'd wager you're part of Yagyu Tajima no Kami's Edo group. And since you were able to slip right through the bounded field I've been reinforcing over the last few days, I doubt you're one of the heroic spirit sword masters either. Yeah, he's nice. Ugh, what are you getting at? Remember, I'm technically a merchant. If I want anyone buying my katana, I can go around being all rude to my own damn customers. See, Tacos, I think the problem with that is that it is, some of us can be, like, very tightly cornered into, like, very specific things, but then, you know, occasionally there's, like, I watch anime from all over the spectrum, you know? And so it's like, yeah, I generally prefer to watch these, but that never stops me from watching other things. Speaking of, I am watching an anime this season. May I ask for one final thing? And I totally recommend you guys go check it all out, because it is amazing. Technically, I'm watching 2 anime, but the other one's Chinese. And it's the Athanasia, Who Made Me a Princess adaptation. Also, seems pretty good so far. Knick-Knack likes sci-fi. Tacos. Like, if you're looking for someone to submit sci-fi to, Knick-Knack and Vorn. They're both fans of it. I don't. But they both like it a lot. You know Knick-Knack's a huge Star Wars person. But yeah, no, both of them actually like sci-fi. I may be blunt, but I at least try to be hospitable about running my businesses. At any rate, Seki, the fact that you're here means you have more to discuss, right? I also expect Musashi there to tell me how she's been treating my Myojin Giri. Come on then, out with it. It might be a specific type of sci-fi that he's not huge on, but I think, like, in general, he's more tempered towards sci-fi than I am. And, like, even though I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, I still like, a lot of sci-fi, you know? I mean, I've got, like, a section of my bookcase over there that's entirely dedicated to sci-fi, and there are, like, specific sci-fi authors that I will consume. If you insist. I do. Besides, just got a bit of interesting gossip myself. We can all share what we know. Does that mean there's been another incident in Shimousa? I heard those monsters we thought ran off have started showing up again in Shimousa. But the big story I heard about didn't happen in Shimousa. Apparently, in a field near the Awakawa River, right on the edge of Edo, an army of 10,000. An army of 10,000? Is that what the traveling merchant was telling you about before? I didn't get to hear all of it that time because you made me go outside. What else did he have to say? Never you mind. Let's have supper first. Aw, no fair, Grandpa. I want to hear too. Go, go. And so does Tasuke. Come on, please. Hang on, Onui. Don't you also want to talk to me and Danzo and Kotaro and Seki while we prepare dinner? If you want to know what the princess's sleeping chambers were like, I can tell you all about them. Wow, really? I can't wait to hear about that. Okay, I'll go get dinner ready. Thanks, Onui. Here, let me help. How about you, Danzo? Thanks. I didn't want the kids to hear about this. Speaking of, like, random new things, this arrived the other day. Actually, it arrived literally yesterday. So it's The Broken Ring, This Marriage Will Fail Anyway, Volume 1, which I am extremely excited for. I don't know if I'm gonna force Knick Knack to read this. I do kind of feel bad at this point. Like, I've forced him to read too many of these, like, historical reincarnation romances. I think I might feel a little bad about making him read another one. But I would highly recommend that if you are into anything of that sort, you actually check this one out because it's got some interesting stuff going on. And it's not, she's not isekai'd into the world. She's just reborn back into her earlier body after dying a horrible death. But the story is actually really popular. Like, people really like this. So I highly recommend this if you're into the type. And also the art is just actually fantastic. Like, actually fantastic. It's called The Broken Ring, This Marriage Will Fail Anyway. It should... The webcomic is available, I believe, legally from Tapas. And the web novel's either on Tapas or Web Novel. You can find it pirated, though, and it is completed. I have not watched any Saint Seiya. I know of Saint Seiya. I have not watched any Saint Seiya. I will, in my smithy. I'll help too, of course. If you like, I can contribute some of my best Hyorogan. Hyorogan. What's that? Thank you for asking the question I needed answered. Hyorogan. Isn't that a kind of nourishing ninja ration? I've heard it's shaped like a ball, and also that it tastes absolutely terrible. Oh, it's like the Akamichi, the If anyone has seen Naruto, you know exactly what I mean, and I just can't think of the name of it. It's the things that Choji's family creates. Oh my god. Don't be ridiculous, Lady Musashi. My clan's Hyorogan is Warring State's cuisine at its finest. Is that true? I am not equipped with taste sensors, but I am still interested. May I see one of these Hyorogan for future reference? Well, I might be able to show you one at some point. Yeah, I think Sakura's ones were supposed to be... she was trying to create one that was, like, more effective than the Akamichi one or something, or trying to figure out a recipe that would work similarly because the Akamichi one is a clan secret. Something like that, yeah. Yay! I can't wait! On the we don't do it! Ga. Sheesh. Usually it's just me and the kids here. I can't remember the last time my hermitage was so rowdy. Yeah, old man. Not really, but I'm used to it. Anyway, let's get dinner ready. Might not be no fancy castle banquet, but I'll still feed you good tonight. You'd better be grateful. Respectfully, I love the dedication to... I love the dedication of the translators to what I can only define as, like, a crotchety old man from, like, a vaguely southern place in America with that double negative. Might not be no fancy castle banquet. Because grammatically, right, he's saying it is going to be similarly to a fancy castle banquet, but colloquially we know that this double negative does not form a positive in this case, and stays negative. The Akamichi ones can kill the user if you use the green, yellow, like red ones that are specific to their clan, but I think the Akamichi clan is also the one who developed the regular ones that are used by the rest of the village, and Sakura was trying to make something that was better than the regular ones, but not the Akamichi ones. Technically. I've got plenty of sweet fish I caught in the river out back. Onui, go get the tub I left outside. Okay. I'll help you. Grilled and salted sweet fish, white rice, and pickled veggies. That sounds like the greatest meal ever. I don't think anything could beat it. What are you talking about? Food is no competition. At any rate, I heard a lot happened at the castle, so eat up and get your strength back. We'll talk then. Yay, sweet fish. I do love fish. I had T.H.E last night, and it was delicious. I deadass just thought to myself, let me get my phone so I can send an image of the T.H.E I had last night to chat. But I can actually send it. Hold on. Y'all are gonna see what my dinner was last night. It was so good. Okay, I got it copied. We don't have a food chat. I feel like I need to create a food chat. I'm gonna create a food chat real quick. Food. Okay. Y'all will have to add it to your things. The same way that you add any new channel. But there we go. Food chat. Yeah, it took me a second to realize where my phone was. Don't we have a meme chat? Do we not have a meme? Oh, I have obviously been bereft in my duties. Let me go add a meme chat, too. Memes. Okay, we have 2 new chats. Food and memes. Oh boy, all sorts of fun things today. You know, I just thought you were posting them to the to like specific things. I don't know. I forget sometimes which chats I have and haven't created because I don't always look that closely at them because there's 3 that I can't see. Which Knick-Knack assures me pop off pretty regularly, but I just don't get to see. So. Well, of course I am. What could be better than this? Oh, by the way, Grandpa, I'd love to have some udon for a midnight snack. Don't push your luck. Now, didn't you say you were going to help? Hurry up and get to work. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's take care of this one last job before we eat. God forbid we are not going to make progress tonight, but that's fine, because I enjoy chatting with you all. And I am having a lot of fun reading Shimousa now that I'm not actively dying from, like, the amount of reading on, like, me being sick. Not to say I'm not still a little stuffed up, but that's just because, you know, I don't go outside and I stopped taking Dayquil a week and a half ago. The recent Osaka Bahime video had me like, I could translate that into Japanese and just say that entire line in Japanese. I should not do that, though. Thank you for the meal. It was delicious. Not only were the sweet fish fresh, they were salted and grilled to perfection. Is the river out back where you caught them famous for being a good spot? Ah, that was great. There's nothing like a yummy meal. I'll take 7 more fish. I was unable to partake of the food myself, but I sensed that its presentation was lovely. Flattery will get you nowhere. Besides, Onui handled the seasoning, though I did do the actual cooking. Immediately see memes posted. Oh man, that's gonna be so distracting. Yes, that too. Although that was kind of fun in a way, let's all be honest. We all enjoyed that very much. Just, you know, as much as it drove me absolutely insane. Kunoichi, you sure okay with just water? I've heard about unusual ninja before, but... I am, thank you. Your kindness is greatly appreciated, but please don't concern yourself with me. Got it. So full. Getting sleepy. Wait, actually? Send it. Send it! Please. I'll trade off with a story of egg cooking at home. Oh, Tasuke already fell asleep. That's so cute. You look pretty sleepy too, Onui. Oh, sorry. But I want to hear the story. Oh, so sleepy. You could still hear what happened after you wake up. None of us are going anywhere. Really? Then maybe I'll just close my eyes for a little bit. That's it. You need a good night's sleep. Lord Muramasa, may I take Lady Onui and Lord Tasuke to the inner room? You know, good. I want her to be just as cringy. That'd be great, thanks. Very well then. Come along, Lady Onui, Lord Tasuke. Please watch your step. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, obviously the one that is the paler color is because of the age of the egg, right? Or the source of it? Because yolks can have different color concentrations depending on how old or how new they are and the type of chicken. So, like, I can understand why that one would have been, like, potentially a much paler color, because sometimes you do get much paler colored, you know, yolks. I don't know, I think the other 4 are pretty similar. Unless I'm secretly partially colorblind, like Knick-Knack. Oh! Are we safe? Are you gonna play music? No. Okay. It's gonna happen again at 10. Okay. Alright. Alright, Darren Kill. Okay. Wow, Danzo's so good with children. Her voice is so calming, just like a mother. Or a big sister. Yeah, I guess so. Is everything okay, Kotaro? Kotaro? Yes, everything's fine. Now I think this is an appropriate time to discuss what we all know. Arakawa is far west of here, on the eastern edge of Edo. What happened there last night? Listen up. The powers that be realized how serious things have gotten in Shimousa and finally decided to do something about it. And there was that incident in Hitachi as well, that coupled with Tajima no Kami's messenger telling those bigwigs about our problems. Must have been the kick that they needed to get the ball rolling. After all, they ended up sending a real army. So the shogunate finally made a move. An army of 10,000 to be exact. I was told it was assembled after Hitachi was burned to the ground. 10,000. I'm impressed that they even managed to find that many samurai in peacetime. Last year, the shogunate just barely managed to assemble 12,000 for Shimabara, and only with help from the neighboring clans. So when will this 10,000 strong army reach Shimousa? Are they already on their way?
Hey, Seki.
Hi! I hope chat can hear you.
Is your desktop audio feeding?
Should be.
Then they should be able to hear me. I'll check in a second, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll hear from them in a second. Oh, there we go. They can hear you.
Cool.
How you doing, Knick-Knack?
Pretty good. I just got done recording the Unlimited Blade Works review.
And editing?
Hmm?
And editing?
Yes, not the Unlimited Blade Works review. That still needs to be edited. God knows when that's gonna get done. But I did edit the Seraph off the shelf done.
Nice.
Speaking of which, while I'm on the call with you, I'm going to be uploading that. You don't have a hard date. Let me. I want to check something.
I have a message from Dakota Doyle for you, Nick Nack.
What's that?
People die when they are killed.
Dakota Doyle, just because you're correct doesn't mean you're right.
Also, we've added 2 new channels to the Discord.
Oh boy, what the hell got added?
Food and then memes by request. Because it turns out we did not have a dedicated meme channel.
Let's see. Next week's videos are the final solo leveling and...
That's this week, and that's going up tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow's video, okay.
Yep. Technically, it should have been today's, but I wasn't home for most of the day, so it's going up tomorrow.
That's... Oh, is next week really the end of the... I guess, yeah, next week's Elegant Yokai Apartment Life.
Yeah.
And One Piece Thriller Bark. Okay. That end of season stream's coming quicker than I thought. I need to actually get together and grab those statistics.
Oh shit, that is happening soon. Hey guys, on November 8th, we have our end of season stream. At least Nick Nack and I will be there. I don't know. Vorden and Realm might pop in, but I wouldn't count on it. But yeah, we do have end of season stream on the 8th. Since we've just remembered that. Jesus, it's so close to the 8th. I didn't think it was that close. Oh my god. Hi, TR Origins. Also, Taco says that you're not safe yet, Nick Nack, because they said there was still one more servant that will show up later in Halloween. I'm still holding out hope that it's who you thought it might be that would have made you very upset.
Yeah. No. Look, I have not breathed a sigh of relief. I very well know there's always the potential for Banner 2.
Fingers crossed! Okay. So when will this 10,000 strong army reach Shimousa? Are they already on their way? I'm afraid not. Word is that last night, the army was killed to a man. No, afraid not. What's more, it's something that concerns you directly. The heroic spirit swordmasters. Looks like there was one young samurai who survived the massacre. He crossed the river by himself and was able to relay what had happened, but he died soon afterwards. According to him, it was 2 women who perpetrated the massacre, and 2 beautiful ones at that. Women. As I recall, of the 4 remaining heroic spirit swordmasters, 2 were women, 1 was a man. That's right, 2 of them were women. That much I'm sure about. Hey, at least the next 3, in theory, heroic spirit swordmasters, I don't have to worry about them spoiling servants for me. Because I know Ashia, Raiko, and Shooten. So it's only the other one.
Hey, Seki, quick question, because I just realized that there is already a 3rd video set to go up next week, so I have to look at the week after for Seraph.
Seraph's in the schedule.
Remember it was free range, and like you actually said this in the recording, you can go up whenever.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, well, the following week's actually a good week to put it up because of the end of season stream. There's only one formally edited video going up that week, and then there's and that's Monday to Saturday, or so Tuesday to Friday. There's no videos. What day do you think's best that week to throw it up on? Is the because what the off the shelf for that week goes up on Tuesday and then or Monday supposedly, and then the stream is on Saturday? Yes.
Stick it for Wednesday then. Yeah. Here, I'll move it in the calendar.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Just resort that. Yeah, that makes sense. You're right. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna have to be banned from the meme chat while I'm streaming.
looked at the meme. I need
I
to go to the
did.
meme.
I went to go look at them. The Ganesha one was so good. Wait, really? Oh no, someone just... Okay. Oh man. Okay. Alright. A warrior able to kill 1,000 is bad, but 10,000? That's something else. There's more, too. Later that night, before the sun could rise, the entire province of Sagami was destroyed. What? When you say destroyed, I meant what I said. It's completely gone. Entire towns were either burnt to the ground or looked like they'd been turned into molten glass. Maybe you've heard of how the mountains near Hakone were stripped bare to collect wood for Edo? Word has it that Sagami now looks just like those mountains. It was like lightning and fire broke out all over the province. But that sort of thing doesn't happen by accident. It's clear that the same two heroic spirit sword masters who slaughtered the army at Arakawa destroyed Sagami as well. I'm okay, Master. No need to worry about me. I'm a servant after all. There's no one from my time still alive now anyway. Although if I'm being truly honest, well, I'd be a liar if I said it wasn't at all upsetting. I'm sorry I'm still so immature. Aw, buddy. Thank you, Master. I overheard everything from the other side of the sliding door. This is all news to me too. I had no idea what happened to Sagami. Lord Kotaro, I am sorry for your loss. Thank you, but I'm okay, really. So where are those two now, Lord Muramasa? Are they still in Sagami? No. I heard they went on a rampage, killing anyone and everyone in reach until high noon, and then they just vanished like smoke in a breeze. Thanks to that, some smaller villages managed to survive. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for bigger areas like Kamakura or the Odawara Castle town. There's a lot more dead there than there are survivors. All of Edo's in an uproar about it. I've gone up against those monsters myself, and I still find this all hard to believe. Seki, are servants really capable of that sort of thing? Yeah. You bet. Some servants are stronger than others, and some are better suited to certain situations than others. Some are overwhelmingly powerful when it comes to fighting one-on-one, while others excel at taking on large groups. I imagine these two are the latter. Of course, the worst kind to face are the ones who excel at both. I can't tell what they're after. If we take Paraiso at her word, the heroic spirit sword masters are planning to use Shimousa as the stage for some sort of plot. But, in that case, why would they need to wipe out an army, let alone all of Sagami? It's almost as if they enjoy killing for killing's sake. It does seem like the heroic spirit sword masters were all originally heroic spirits whose spirit origins have been twisted into something monstrous. So then, if a servant who had mental corruption or who possessed madness enhancement were to transform into a heroic spirit sword master, they might just be capable of something this horrific. I don't know what those are, but it seems clear that these two are monsters in more ways than one. Indeed, they may even be more deranged than the other heroic spirit sword masters we've faced. And we still don't know when they're coming back to Shimousa. Hell, they could already be there and plotting something. But I guess there's no point in fretting about that. Now it's your turn. Tell me everything you know. Have you figured out where their home base is yet? Well... You see, we were very busy fending off the heroic spirit swordmaster, so... We did hear something about something called Onriedo, though. Well, if they were that easy to track down, they wouldn't be such a threat. So how many did you manage to defeat? Actually, don't answer that. Just let me see the Myojin Geri Muramasa's blade. That'll tell me all I need to know. Really? Are you sure? Well now, you've put it through the ringer, haven't you? It looks like you've slain 3 of them so far. Fire and poison, eh? I remember you slew one of them here, so that makes 2 others. It all adds up. But why has it come loose at the hilt here? You threw it like a knife, didn't you? You should have gone with a wakizashi if you wanted to toss the damn thing like a street performer. How's a great swordsman like you not even carry a damn pocket knife? I'll say this for your dual-wielding style, it's a lot flashier than your male counterparts. Ugh, if I had the time, I'd lend you another blade, but I'm just too busy right now. But I guess it's okay. You may be treating it roughly, but at least you're not losing. That counts for a lot. So the leader of the monsters in southern Shimousa was a heroic-spirited swordmaster, eh? Was the other one the villain that tried to assassinate Matsudaira's daughter? Knick-Knack, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Sorry.
Did you fix the Twitter link?
I don't know that I did. Give me a minute here.
Okay, because I couldn't log into the Twitter to fix it, and you were on vacation. Do you know how to change it in the back end of YouTube? To reflect on, like, all future videos?
Yes, I've done it before. I can go in there. I can go to fix that.
Also, is the channel logo back to normal?
Yes, it is. There might still be instances where Google hasn't caught up yet, but it has been reset to normal.
Okay. I can't even... Okay, I have to be banned from the meme chat. I'm not allowed back in there right now. I, like, flicked to it because I was like, ooh, it's lit up. Nope, nope, stop. You got it. Not bad, even for the legendary Senji Muramasa. It's so dark outside. It's kind of scary. Why the fuck are you outside, Onui? You should be sleeping. Inside. Safely. So that nothing that goes bump in the night comes and gets you. Why? Why are we outside with the baby? But not a lot scary, okay? Just a little. Zzz, zzz. No fair, T.H.E. I just changed your diaper, so you're all set, but I can't wait until the morning to go to the lavatory. It is to go to Doyle, but mostly because I'm just going to enjoy it so much, because I'll add a ton of my own memes. Come on, Onui, you'll be okay. It's right over there. Don't be scared. You're a big sister, remember? I really wish one of the grown-ups would take me. But they look like they're talking about something really important. I don't want to bother them. It's creepy out here, but I'm not scared. Yeah, you fucking are. Huh? Was that the wind? Were those just some leaves being blown around? Sorry, no leaves here. So, you decided to go out to the lavatory all by yourself, even though you were afraid. What a brave little girl you are. But you really should have asked a grown-up to come with you, you know? Haven't they told you it's dangerous to walk around alone at night? My dad used to have this, like, cabin in the middle of nowhere that we'd go visit sometimes, and it did in fact have an outhouse that was like a pit dug, like 30 feet away from the main house. And I remember a lot of the time, like, if it was like late at night, I'd be like, you know what? I could just wait. Like, I don't need to go that bad. Like, there's no level of that bad that would make me walk out into the woods 30 feet at night with a flashlight just to go to the bathroom. It's not that deep. Do you know what happens to children who don't do what they're told? They get eaten by Oni. Ah. Girly pop. Ah! Did you hear that? Onui. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, if your meme is gonna spoil a servant, put a spoiler warning on it, and maybe make a notation that it's a servant spoiler specifically, because I do click into spoilers when I see them in other chats, because I don't really care that much, so notate that it's a servant spoiler. Lord Muramasa has already headed outside as well. You stay with me, Master. I'll come too. Thank you.
Hang on. So, well, real quickly while you're...
Onui, T.H.E. Onui, T.H.E, are you alright? Grandpa, Miss Samurai! What were you gonna say?
I was gonna... I apparently I don't know where the, where to go.
Go to the settings, and then go to upload defaults, and then it's in the description section.
Ah, okay, I found it. Thank you.
Gotcha. Please save me, miss. Oh dear, they're both here. My cursed name is Berserker Samgata Hell. It's such a treat to see you again. And mine is the Rider Kala Sutra Hell. Ordinarily, we heroic spirit swordmasters can't be bothered to remember faces. Okay, new rule. If you are in chat, no talking about the meme chat while I am on stream, because I will turn this minivan around and open up the meme chat on my phone and we will all review them together. But now that 3 of us have been defeated, the Lord Sorcerer is done playing around. Now we have the Master of Chaldea, Shinmen Musashi, and the insolent servants helping them all in one place. Now, what is it people say in situations like these? Ah, right. Time to pay the piper. Yeah, see, Zerahura, the problem was this cabin was in the middle of nowhere in Canada. Like literally inaccessible to anything but boat in the middle of a forest. I love that. Though I'm also fond of an even simpler one. It's payback time, bitch! Anyway, here is what is going to happen. We are going to kill you. Every single one of you. Not you too, shootin' Doji. Well, that's just great. Now they know my true name. I didn't tell them, did I? Don't ask me. How should I know? Wait, what? I know this isn't the most important thing to ask, given the circumstances, but do you know these 2 swords masters, Seki? Shuten Doji and Minamoto no Raiko are both heroic spirits whose spirit origins are in Chaldea's database. However, I believe these 2 are completely different summons of them, as neither recognizes us. Please be careful, Master. They may look like our acquaintances, but they are villainous heroic spirit sword masters. Little more than atrocity incarnate. Shuten Doji. She was the leader of all Oni kind back in the Heian period, and Minamoto no Raiko was one of the fiercest monster slayers ever, and lived in the same time. I thought I'd already experienced how formidable heroic spirits were for myself, but seeing 2 mortal enemies side by side like this... If this is supposed to be a joke, it's not funny. I don't think it is supposed to be a joke.
I appreciate what the first meme in the meme chat is.
It was a good one. Sorry, but no dice. Our master here really, really has it in for you, sweetie. We could fight to the death right now, but I don't want you finishing too soon. We're so much stronger after all. Let's draw this out a bit. Why don't we start with a little bit of foreplay? Girly pop, please no. Come forth, dark vessels of suffering, regret, and hate. Come forth and set your fangs upon all living creatures. Hey, Knick-Knack.
Yes?
Is it just me? Or is the positioning of Raiko on this screen and the gathering of particles?
Well, this seems like a standard. The particles are going towards the center of the screen.
And the center of the screen just
Raiko's... I don't know if the particles were intentionally going there, but Raiko's breasts being the center of the screen 100% was intentional. You know, Raita is just a horny bastard.
What do you need me to explain, Tacos?
Like, I think it's coincidental. The particles going towards the center of the screen, that's a pretty standard of like what you would do with that effect.
It just so happens that the art positioning is interesting.
Also, that they wanted your attention on Raiko's most important assets in her art.
Oh boy. Come forth and set your fangs upon all living creatures. Oh, these bastards. Seki, get ready to fight. There's a whole lot of them this time, so I'm going to need your help more than ever. Let's go save Onoi and Tasuke. By the way, were you listening to stream early? Oh no, you were recording. Okay, so I made a comment, Knick-Knack. I finally figured out what Shimousa reminds me of.
What?
Inuyasha.
Interesting.
No, because, and hear me out here, right? So, Seki and Musashi are Inuyasha and Kagome, Danzo and Kotaro are Sango and Miroku. Onui and Tasuke are Rin. Muramasa is Sashomaru. The dude who's in charge of the 7 Spirit Sword Masters is Naraku, and the 7 Spirit Sword Masters are the different aspects of Naraku that are hurting them. And then the Onriedo that they're alluding to is the Jewel.
Those were a lot of words. I've never seen Inuyasha, so that went mostly over my head.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you were the one of us that had also seen Inuyasha. It must have been Realm or Vorn.
I think I watched like 30% of the first episode of the abridged that was done by Project Mouthwash with you. When you happen to see it on a recommended once.
All right. Irrelevant comparison then. Of course, we won't let them get away with this. Also, Knick-Knack, just to torture you.
What?
Oh, you're not watching the stream right now, are you?
Sorry, I'm catching up on other stuff I can do on stream. Like right now, I'm scheduling my stream for tomorrow.
Valid. Okay. I have a new transmigration.
Oh, put it up to the camera again. I'll watch the stream for a second. Huh.
The what? Respectfully, I only ever got one thing at Baskin Robbins, and those words were not in that one thing I got at Baskin Robbins.
Fun fact, since the topic of what Shimousa is like came up. Shimousa is actually is like a full circle reference thing going on here. Shimousa is a reference to the samurai movie that I believe inspired the concept for Fate Stay Night. Because there was a samurai movie where the idea was historical samurai, I believe, were brought back to life to go kill the emperor.
Huh. Partially. Oh yeah, no. I've gotten regular ice cream cakes from Baskin Robbins. What I will say though is the only Baskin Robbins that I ever got was like I would go. So my dad would take me to Baskin Robbins after we went to the dentist. Like he'd get me out of school early. We'd go to the dentist and then we'd go get ice cream. And I always got a scoop of rainbow sherbet and a scoop of Wild and Reckless. What about you, Knick-Knack? What do you get at Baskin Robbins?
For the longest time, it was between 3 types of ice cream for me. The first one was mint chip, a cookie dough ice cream, and a cookies and cream or an Oreo. More recently, my ice cream flavors have kind of shifted. I've shifted to being more of a peanut butter person, weirdly.
I too have shifted to being more of a peanut butter ice cream person, but there's a different reason for that.
Oh, it's because your mother doesn't like peanut butter. So it's the only one you can reliably buy and her not instantly go through all of.
I don't know if I've mentioned it to y'all before, chat, but my mother is an ice cream fiend. I love her to death. But if I buy any ice cream that isn't peanut butter flavored, it doesn't last. It doesn't make it to me. Granted, though, peanut butter ice cream always makes it to me. And I do like peanut butter. I'm really just doing anything but playing FGO, Knick-Knack, if you've noticed.
I haven't had a good chance to look at the screen in a minute.
No, I just mean in general. I keep getting distracted. This is the problem with, like, late night streams for me. You know? I've got, like, 6 times less focus in my soul during a late night stream. Oh, shit, I'm facing Lancers right now. I didn't even realize that.
You brought an archer.
Because the boss is a The boss
saber?
should be a saber, yeah.
Fair enough.
but
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking about it. I always get cookies and cream for ice cream cakes. Because I don't like... Okay, I don't know if I don't like cheesecake now, but as a child I didn't like cheesecake, and I have not tried either type of cheesecake in the intervening years, so I do not know if my tastes have changed. Oh god, dude, tea times are gonna be so much longer with meme chats.
Just gonna have to start having the Discord,
Muted.
the Discord chats.
I had to put it away. I had to put it away. I'm so not used to not being.
Man, if I'd known you were gonna create a food chat, I'd have taken a picture of the steaks I made earlier.
Well, I was thinking about it because I'm making chili tomorrow, spicy chili.
Yum.
And I was like, oh, I might can find a place to post a food pic, you know? Since, you know, we rave about my chili, and I'm like, oh, I should be able to post at least a picture of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I need to make that chili again. I don't have time. That was like one of the plans I made after getting back from Disneyland. I was like, I want to make some chili and I want to do some baking. And I had that in mind.
Valid.
Can I just say I had the Disney chili for the first time last time I went, and that chili was actually high key bomb.
Nice.
Like it was, like I'm coming off of like not long before Disneyland, going to the office and having like some of the worst like white people chili you can imagine.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Chili cook-off.
You know what? Important question here, though. What was better, my chili or the park chili?
Your chili by far, but the park chili actually had a bite to it and was in a good sourdough bread bowl.
Oh, yeah, well, a good bread bowl can make up for a lot. I was actually gonna maybe go get a couple of bread bowls tomorrow, or some fries. Because if I'm gonna have a bunch of leftover chili, I'm gonna want it either on chili cheese jogs, sloppy joes, or in a bread bowl or on top of fries. Although I think my chili would taste pretty good on top of pasta too.
Probably, I could see that working.
Might need to stock up on some staples soon. Jesus.
Might depend on the noodle though.
Maybe, but I mean like Celentani or something. Oh no, we're gonna go all quick. Oh, I don't like gluten-free spaghetti. I just think that there's not a good solution to gluten-free spaghetti that preserves the texture of what you want out of spaghetti. So if you need something gluten-free, there's a couple types of Japanese noodles that are gluten-free. So buckwheat noodles don't have wheat gluten in them. So if you're avoiding wheat gluten specifically, I think buckwheat noodles are safe. And so are rice flour noodles. And then if you're looking for a noodle that doesn't have any flour at all and is maybe like on the healthier side, you can get something like zoodles or like some sort of spiralized veggie if you want like the crunch and the texture. But that's like for two different purposes. If you need a noodle to be a noodle, you're gonna want to go with like something completely not made out of wheat, but not attempting to be made of wheat gluten. And if you want like something more healthy, just do zoodles or something. Like, it's just easier at that point, and the texture's better overall. You think I can kill this guy in one round?
I don't know which guy you're looking at, but
the boss has 24,000 HP left, and I just dropped.
Yeah, and he has three coup crits.
Yeah, and I dropped the NP. Dakota, you are gonna get put on timeout if you're talking about the meme chats.
You know what I can drop in the food chat? My brother and I baked this apple cake recipe we got from like you know the place where we get that from,
yeah. Oh, it's the same place where I get my apple cider snickerdoodle cookie recipe.
Yeah.
which are so... I have a stand mixer finally. I can actually make those without having to sit there for 2 hours kneading fucking sugar and butter. Oh my god. My holiday is about to be wild.
It's not the most aesthetic food, but it was really, really good with ice cream a la mode.
Hey, Knick Knack.
Yes?
Enemy class tendency is Rider and Berserker.
You have there's two routes here.
Uh-huh.
You can try to grab a good assassin and try not to be too damage screwed by the assassin. Some assassins might be able to be supported by your Skaya to not do shit for damage. Otherwise, if you don't want to go the route of the assassin, you can grab a Berserker or an Alter Ego.
Okay.
Or you can say, really, fuck it, and grab something truly neutral, like most of the other classes, or like a Draco.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're just going for a low carb alternative, Zeraher, I would honestly look at, like, rice noodles or buckwheat noodles. Maybe buckwheat noodles, especially. I know that they have wheat in the title, but it's, you know, it's gonna have less carbs than... Also, any noodles you get that are produced out of the United States are going to have less carbs and less gluten in general because we hyperglutinate our wheat products here in the U.S., which leads to a very specific texture. Hi, Andrea. That's so nice of you. Thank you. I hope you are also having a good night. Darren Kill. I know, right? I have never had like a nice stand mixer, but I know someone who's moving and she didn't have space to take her like big KitchenAid stand mixer with her, so she gave it to me for free, and now for the first time ever I have a KitchenAid stand mixer and I'm so excited. Yeah, but rice noodles, you know, I promise you they're not as carby as like wheat noodles from like the US. Oh, a Draco would work. I could use a Draco, right, Knick Knack?
Yes, in fact, actually knowing what the fight is here, something like Draco probably would be pretty good here.
Now I just have to find a Draco.
Yeah.
Normally there's at least one, but oh, why am I rolling up empty? There's one. Okay. Oh, it's Dakota Doyle's. Perfect. The skip button is so tempting. You all kill so well, it's breathtaking. Shinmen Musashi, the ninja boy, and the master of Chaldea. It's such a treat watching you cut down our wispy little monsters. I'm glad to see you're at least somewhat proficient in battle. What a disappointment it would be if you weren't. We have been stretching our legs and visiting some far-off places, but it's the same letdown everywhere we go. It's so dreadfully boring. I don't expect you to be on par with the great Tsuchigumo, but at the very least, I hope you could put up as much of a fight as an Oni. Otherwise, you won't even be worth the rust you might make on my beloved blade. Rust. I'm surprised to see a glorified street thug caring about her sword. So, Lord Muramasa came out too, though I guess that's no surprise considering what's at stake. I can't say it's a good thing though. He may be strong, but his is the kind of strength you get by not worrying about protecting yourself. If he faces off against a swordmaster, it'll end up a draw, and I've got my hands full with my own defense. Oh, look what we have here. I see. You must be the rogue sir. Shut up. Raiko, was it? Which blade do you have on you right now? Yasutsuna or your Kumogiri? Well, if you'd like to find out that badly, you could always try to make me draw it. After you cross swords with me, you'd only have that little Oni over there to deal with. Who knows, you might even be able to rescue these children. Don't let her get to you, Muramasa! You think I don't know that? That's why I'm just letting them ramble on and not doing a damn thing. Still, you're right. I can't save the kids on my own. Please, get them back. Of course we will. That said, now that they've got hostages, we can't really go all out. I'm afraid it's not going to be quick or straightforward, Lord Muramasa. Master, I can conceal my presence and make my way around behind them. While you keep them busy, I'll go and... Wait, Lord Kotaro, they appear to be plotting something. It seems your ideas aren't always completely worthless after all, some got to hell. They seem very flustered indeed. This does differ slightly from the Lord Sorcerer's plans, but that's just what happens when we heroic spirit swordmasters are involved. Now let's begin. Perhaps this way we can have a bit of fun. Right? Oh, they're getting all warmed up now. The meat's getting nice and juicy. That doesn't mean it's okay to eat them. Yeah, hey you there. Can you take this kid off my hands? She's shaking so badly she can barely move. Ah, but don't go eating them, got it? Oh, buddy. So they're keeping the children out of our reach by handing them off to one of their pet monsters. I hate to say it, but that's smart. Maybe, but it's also incredibly tacky. Even if they've got us backed into a corner, let's still call it out for the cowardly move it is. I don't get you heroic spirit sword masters at all. Having a chat while innocent children suffer as your hostages, you're a disgrace to beautiful women everywhere. Ugh, what a waste. You're both as pretty as Otama, but I can hardly stand to look at you. Man, Musashi out here saying that Shuten and Raiko are like as pretty as Tamamo? That
Look,
could start a war.
Musashi is like very, very perpetually horny.
Yeah, that's fair. What a waste! Yikes, that one nearly took my head off. Impressive, she didn't give herself away in the slightest. Musashi is pretty good when she tries. Musashi's only flaw is her overly erratic sword ki. Still, this opponent is bad news. She must be the real Minamoto no Raiko. I can't believe she deflected Musashi's strike with just a flick of her wrist. Thanks, Kalasutra Hell. It's a lot better having you and your sword on my side than against me. Don't be silly. I keep telling you, I did nothing special. I simply swung the sword as I saw fit. I dare say my Yasutsuna handling is far more impressive. If I strike my sword here, the enemy's blade will shatter. If I swing it here, the enemy's head will fly 8 paces. Anyone defending their home from their enemies would do the same. Easier said than done. What's scary is you really seem to believe it. So what will you do now? I'll cut down the monsters behind you before they can try anything. If you two get in my way, I'll cut you down too. If 2 katana aren't enough, I'll use 3. If 3 aren't enough, I'll use 4. And if 4 still aren't enough, I'll sacrifice myself and bite through your neck with my own damn teeth. Oh my, how brave, how adorable. You really believe that throwing your life away will make a difference? I'm afraid that's just not how it works. On the battlefield, fortune favors the strong. A few buzzing insects like you have no hope of victory. Yes, Master, I will do everything in my power to assist you. I may not be of much help, but I too will do what I can. My database says that one should always repay one's host for their hospitality. Go ahead then. I won't stop you. In fact, I won't be stopping any of you. I'll simply swing my sword and call down thunder and lightning. Well, go on then. Yeah, let's do this thing. But just so you know, we really are strong, so at least try to stay alive. My blade is the sword of execution. My authority is absolute. Now have at you. Let's see what sort of fight you put up. So, knick-knack, when stream started, right? First of all, I was several minutes late because my class literally was still going until 6:58, right?
I saw.
Yeah. And then I had to grab food, and then I had to grab a drink, and then I turned my notifications off, but I forgot to get rid of your messenger bubble. And then I almost forgot to plug my phone in. It was certainly an experience. This is not my final battle against these two, right?
No.
I didn't think so. Yeah, I was like, because I didn't get the intro, you know, that, like, fancy
little
screen.
dual intro?
Yeah, and we're not on the field of bones.
You also weren't forced to use Musashi in your front line.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
I think every single one of the sword masters has, maybe barring one of them, has a basically a trial fight where you get to see them fight a little before you have to actually fight and win.
Yeah, that makes sense.
How many quartz do you have saved up anyways?
120 something right now.
Okay.
And then I've got, I think, probably 10 tickets. I could be wrong about that though.
You know what the funniest outcome of this would be?
What?
You fail to get Zuge, but then you get a random spook Aussie.
That feels cruel to think about, you know? Like, I don't know if I could be happy about that, you know?
The manga adaptation of this chapter has a scene with Raiko in it, and the panel that they drew is like one of the most beautiful panels I've ever seen in a manga.
You should send me a picture.
I think I've shown it to you before.
I don't remember it.
Here, I'll send it to you privately in the Discord so you can actually look at it without having to do any changes on your phone.
Okay.
If I can find it. It's been a while since I read that.
It's okay, Draco. I believe in you. I'm not sure how I'll feed the capture card through to you tomorrow. If I do.
Oh, let me here. I'm turning my camera on, even though you're not seeing it. The way you would do it is basically, when you go, when you can select your inputs the same way you can do for your mic. There's two ways you go about it. The first way is you can, when you left click the turn on camera, or when you left click the camera and you go up to your camera, or like the camera settings, it'll give you a list of possible cameras you can use. Your capture card will actually be amongst the listed cameras you could use there. Oh,
I didn't realize it would be. Okay.
The other option you can do, and this might be the more fun one if you want your reaction to be on stream as well, you can select what's called OBS Virtual Camera, which I believe should directly feed in what your OBS is currently, what it would be streaming.
Okay, interesting. Alright. So heavy. Each of her strikes has tremendous force behind it. It must be the difference in our body weight. Thank goodness for Lord Muramasa's sword. I wouldn't be able to keep pace with her without the Myojin Giri. Both of their attacks are so strong that I am unable to measure them, and yet they are still only fighting with a fraction of their power. We can't even touch them. Whenever we get close, they always work together to deflect our moves. It's all we can do to scratch them. Of course it did, Dakota Doyle. I didn't have anything that was going to carry that fight. We might be able to handle one at a time, but together we're completely outclassed. But if I can make up the difference with my sword, we might still have a chance. They may both be monsters, but they're not equally skilled. I can see that you're both terrifically strong, and that you're not much for playing around. Did your sorcerer master send the two of you together because he's finally getting serious after seeing 3 of you defeated when they came after us alone? Well, I don't know about that. Kalasutra and I have always been great friends. Touch me again and I'll squash you like the insect you are. Sorry, that's a great interaction, Knick-Knack. Like, we've always been such good friends. Touch me again and I will murder you.
Here's the first one, and I'll send you. This is pretty much something happening in the scene you're watching right now, so you might want to wait till the end of the scene to look at this.
Okay. Yikes, that was scary. No fair, all of you ganging up on poor little me. Well, I guess this is it for now then. See you around. Hold it! Give me back my grand! Ugh, not again. Get out of my way. Now's our chance. You really think so? Come on then. Catch us with a game of Stella Ella Oni? Onui Tasuke! Grandpa, everyone, I'm so sorry. It's all because I went outside on my own. If I hadn't, these Oni would never have... Miss! Onui. She'd only just learned how to hold her tears back, and you go and make her cry all over again. What the hell's wrong with you two? Oh, how scary. There's nothing worse than a stern talking to from an old man. I guess that's our cue to leave. Agreed. Very well then, Master of Chaldea, Shinmen Musashi. We will be waiting for you on the peak of the nearby mountain. If you wish to save these children, you will come see us before daybreak. No, on second thought, we will wait for you there until high noon. I won't even tell you two to come alone. Feel free to bring all your little friends with you. The more there are to kill, the merrier your deaths will be. Ah, they vanished. That was like the skill we used to conceal our presence. I can't figure out the particulars, but it must be a skill that's unique to the heroic spirit swordmasters. They didn't even leave a scent behind. If we go after them with no plan, we'll be playing right into their hands. Grandpa Muramasa? They told us to go to the nearby mountain, so that's where we go. Hurry up. We don't have a moment to waste. Of course we will. We have to pay you back for your hospitality, and I have my pride as a fighter. Now that I have a feel for the Oni's claws and the Yasutsuna's reach, I, Shinmen Musashi, swear that I'll take their heads off the next time we meet. So am I going to be facing them in a battle together?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering if it was going to drag out every single one individually, because we're running out of sections.
No, it won't. They're going to do these two together, and then the next two are going to happen pretty rapidly in succession at the climax. So while you're in between sections, if you want to take a look at that, those photos I sent you, the manga adaptation, the first one I sent is a full-page spread of Raiko, and the second one is what happened during that scene you just around that scene you just read now.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, the manga art was well enough received that this manga artist, I believe, went on to do art direction for Samurai Remnant. Huh. And it actually put this manga on hiatus for a bit because of that.
Yeah, also, don't think I don't see that 40 plus new messages in the meme chat. Dakota Muramasa does feel like an old man in a young man's body, but I think it's more so the vernacular that they have him speaking in. I think they've done a good job giving him a pretty consistent vernacular that does allude to being like an old man.
Dear God.
What?
I don't know the context, but I'm looking at the severed head of Mecha Eli-chan Mark II.
Oh no! Oh no! Zero, I accidentally blocked the door to my room. So the cats meowed at the outside the door and then they gave up. I heard we got a new Carmilla art.
Yes, we got a new Carmilla art and not one but two new Liz alts. Yeah, they said how do we mix up the formula? Not one new Liz for Halloween, but two new Liz for Halloween. I don't know anything about what's going on with this Halloween story, other than it's initiated by Da Vinci crashing the fuck out at another Halloween occurring.
Why is Da Vinci upset at Halloween?
Because it's getting ridiculous, and it's very clear that if they don't destroy the source now, it'll keep happening year after year.
But why destroy it?
Because it's a singularity that keeps coming back like a cockroach you can't kill. True, one Halloween did not give us a new playable Liz. It gave us an NPC Liz.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. My rate of moving through sections tonight is pathetic.
Not particularly great.
Well, we've gotten through one so far in 2 hours. Which, granted, is I do keep getting distracted, but it's not like distracted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just there, you know.
So long as you're enjoying yourself while streaming, that's what really matters.
Exactly. Okay, so it's them again, but this isn't the final fight with them.
For what it's worth, you get through this section, and the next section is significantly shorter.
Okay. So I'm in Quarta Kantika, Kala Sutra Hell, middle, right? Section 11. So the final pip for this one has to be the final battle against both of them, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that means the first two aren't the final battle against them.
Wait, no. I was wrong. Sorry. The next section is not particularly shorter. It's the section after that that's shorter. No, this is not the final battle pit.
Okay. Oh, not in this section at all?
Yeah, it's going to be the one after that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's annoying.
Distractions aside, what was your goal for tonight?
10, 11, 12.
Was 10, 11, 12?
I was pragmatic. I thought I definitely wouldn't be able to get through 4 sections tonight, but I thought maybe 3. I'm thinking now I might get through 2.
Hilariously, if you got through 3, getting through 4 would not be that hard.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd want to at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you get through 3, you've ended the arc, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think if this is not the section that takes out Kala Sutra and Samgata, I don't know. We'll see how late it is when I finish this section. I might be willing to keep going through the third. Oh my god, I can't talk. Now that we have hostages, how should we treat them? Well, that's obvious. Killing them is our best option. Not knowing whether they're dead or alive will panic our enemies. And once we no longer have to worry about them, we will be free to act as we see fit. Whenever one deals with humans, that's the best approach. But our opponents aren't people, you say. Now that you mention it, I suppose they're not. To tell the truth, we heroic spirit swordmasters have no real way of telling right from wrong. There is no point wondering about whether to kill them or not. All we need to do is do what our curse of annihilation tells us. What did Castor tell us again anyways? He told us to go after the little kids, right? So that's what we did. Well, whatever. 1 hostage, 2 hostages, it's all the same to me. So let's go ahead and kill them. They are children, you monster! Are you going to kill me? Am I going to die like Mom and Dad? Well, I thought you'd be bawling your head off, but you're really keeping it together. What a good big sister you are, Onui. Hey, it's not like I want to do this either, okay? This is just more efficient. You heard that scary lady over there mumbling to herself, right? Killing you two is the best option we've got. Question for you in chat, Knick-Knack. Please. What's that?
Let me check.
Please, don't kill Tasuke. He's still just a baby. And Grandpa said babies should never have to die. Please. Sorry, but it's out of my hands. You get that, right? Besides, this whole world's nothing but a dream, so why not do whatever we like? If it makes you feel any better, you can pretend that the Oni in the mountains who's about to eat you is just another bad dream. Anyway, no time like the present. Besides, you two really do look good enough to eat. Hmm? What's with the sword, Kalasutra? You almost cut my head off. If you so much as try eating a child in front of me, I will take your head myself. Wait, what? I never heard anything about that. Well, now you have, so take your hand off her shoulders and put your claws away. I swear, you're way more out of your mind than me in my berserker state. Where do you even get off calling yourself a rider? You killed your noble phantasm horse without a second thought. You said you didn't need it because it wasn't embedded with your curse of annihilation. And yet here you are, still calling yourself a rider. How does that make sense, I ask you? But fine, fine. Claws are gone now. See? Sorry for hurting you, little Onui. Looks like we'll have to take a rain check on mealtime. Huh? What's going on? Are you going to kill me or not? Of course I won't kill you. I would never kill a child, nor could I ever let one die in front of me. Mamimoto no Raiko over here. You're hurt and your life is in danger, yet you're being so brave. Ah, what a precious little girl you are. You're just like... just like... Why, you're just like me. Look at you, doing your very best to keep your little brother safe. Huh? What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for how we treated you, but I won't ask for your forgiveness. I couldn't. We're broken inside. We were broken the moment we had our curses implanted in us. It's like we're already dead. Now that our spirit origins have been shattered and rebuilt, we've become machines called heroic spirit swordmasters. We're broken, all of us, and there's no way we can be fixed. That's why, sometimes, we say things we don't really mean. Is that what you really think? Poor little Oni child, poor little warrior. Your human self was broken a long time ago. You can't blame it all on your karma. That's just one more log on the fire, right, Minamoto no Raiko?
There is a unique My Room background for the new event. Sorry.
No, you're good. Long. Didn't you just say we don't have a moment to waste? How is now a good time to forge a new katana? Get a hold of yourself, Grandpa. We don't have time for the whole so blinded by rage you've lost sight of reality thing. You know what this feels like, Nick Nick? I'm tired, Grandpa! Well, that's too damn bad! I'm sorry, Master. Lord Muramasa said he was going to get ready, but as soon as he came back to the Hermitage, he lit a fire in his forge. So Lord Muramasa is a graduate of the Muramasa School of Smithing. That's why he forges like a man possessed. He's a servant who... never mind. All of you, shut up and get ready to leave. I ain't senile, damn it. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing this to keep level head. Now quit gawking and go get ready. Don't make me say it again. Once you're all ready to go, we'll be leaving right away. Got that? Got it. Chill, dude. Well, it's fairly tall, but we should still be able to reach the top in 2 hours. Anyway, once we get there, we'll be facing off against those two again. Can you handle that, Seki and Kotaro? If you don't think you can fight them because they look like people you know, then you should stay behind. I can deal with them on my own if I have to. Then, would you mind if I said something? I don't know how much consolation it'll be, but I have some thoughts I'd like to share. I don't think we should think of the heroic spirit sword masters as their actual heroic spirits. I know we haven't taken the time to make sure we're on the same page about this, so I want to be clear. They're nothing more than walking corpses. I was convinced of that when we fought Lord Inshun. I think you should accept that too if you can. Especially now that you're going up against ones you know personally. Of course, I know that's easier said than done. True, they do look and sound just like the heroic spirits we know. But they're still completely different people. Master, I believe Lady Musashi is right. Besides, heroic spirits are essentially different people every time they're summoned as servants anyway. Even if they retain their memories of the other times they've been summoned. There is no heroic spirit who is exactly the same person every time they are summoned. Rather, they're the same person, but one who is as different as possible. Maybe it would be more accurate to say that they are a completely different person, who very closely resembles them each time. The dead don't come back to life, and they shouldn't. But the heroic spirit sword masters, well, as Lady Musashi said, they are corpses. In essence, they are the dead come back to life. They are beings born from dead servants. From what I've been told about Lord Hozuin Inshun, it sounds like becoming a swords master changes everything about them, not just their personalities. So it is not like the principle that makes every heroic spirit essentially a different version of the same person. They may be close to the servants you saw in Shinjuku, at least in the sense that their spirit origins differ from their natural state. But that was a phenomena specific to Shinjuku, so... Lady Onui, Lord Tasuke, Did you say something, Danzo? Oh no, I'm sorry. This would be difficult for you to understand. Please pay that no mind. Anyway, I know it's hard, but we can't give up now. Right, I will help too. Lord Tajima no Kami told me to assist you should the heroic spirit sword masters appear. So I shall push my performance limiters to their maximum, because I wish to protect those two children. Not at all. Sure. Alright, both my iron and me have cooled down. You all talk too much. Now quit wasting time and go get ready. The sun will be up before you know it. What?
The Seraph off the shelf might have gotten flagged for ad suitability.
Why did it get flagged for ad suitability? What did you do to the thumbnail, Knick-Knack?
Nothing. I think if it got flagged for anything, it might be because of I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was during the talk on Passion Lips design.
Huh. But when we did Passion Lip as a servant, that didn't get flagged.
Nope. Because I didn't insert anything crazy, and it's only it says checking for ad suitability. One found.
Oh, is it still processing?
It's processed. It's uploaded and processed.
I mean, is it still checking?
It is still checking. Yes.
Okay, then that's not actually conclusive. Sometimes it just does that on YouTube's end.
Okay.
Sometimes it just shows up as there being one issue, and then there isn't any when it's done.
All right. Well, it's about 70% done, so we'll know relatively soon.
Yeah.
But I'll get back in there and re-edit it slightly if needed.
Taco says, time to make that segment Discord exclusive.
Honestly, I could.
Yeah, this is true. You were right, Lord Muramasa. By my estimation, cutting through this bamboo forest should make for a good shortcut. Please try to make do just a little longer, Master. If you like, I could carry you on my back. Don't bother. Have you even managed to peek through that mop of hair of yours and look at your master? The kid's lower body's got plenty of muscle to spare. You must have done a lot of walking. Not for exercise, but for survival. Why do we keep referencing North America?
Because it's so ridiculous, even the devs are starting to acknowledge how stupid that was.
That's right. Understand your capabilities. Times like these, you want your companions to be full of confidence. Okay, from all that I gather from this is that all artists should be drawing the master's lower body like Hercules.
That's the funny thing is, because of the multiple different writers and the multiple different pacings and approaches to how they write the character, when one writer sits down and is like, wait a minute, this character has done what and what? What do you mean canonically they know how to use ninjutsu? What?
Mm-hmm.
You end up getting the situation where, like, wait, this character's actually doing some ridiculous stuff that we're not acknowledging.
Sorry, Dakota, you'll just have to wait for that review to come out. Good point. I don't know just how much she's been walking, but the fact that she crossed an entire continent means she definitely is no slouch. Of course, I'm not half bad either, since I'm a pretty seasoned traveler. Shut up, cow legs. I wasn't talking to you.
Monetization is good to go.
Told you. What? Where'd that come from, Grandpa? Come on, can't you be nice and treat me like one of your grandkids, too? I've got my hands plenty full with 2 grandkids already. I need a third like I need a hole in my head. You know, I'm pretty sure my dad used that exact phrase on me several times. The problem is Muramasa reminds me so much of the way that my dad talked a lot of the time that I'm like, you know, Nick Nick?
Look, I've always personally called Muramasa Boomer Shiro.
Yeah. That's very fair. Yeah, but my dad wasn't a boomer. See ya, Tiara Origins. I see you're back. I went on to scout ahead. I detected a small number of monsters ahead. We could go around them, but that would cost us a great deal of time. I see. Then we have no choice but to go through them. Lord Muramasa, Lady Musashi, Huh? They're both already gone. Got it, Master. Come, Lady Danzo, you too. Understood. Hey.
Oh, I was about to kick you out to go do a login. I need to log in, too.
Oh, shit, it is. Fuck. Couldn't it wait till...
The one problem with doing 7 p.m. FGO streams for NA.
Fucking God. I don't actually know if I need any of these materials, so I'm kind of just equally collecting them at this point.
That's fair. That's what I do.
Yeah. God.
Oh, Say's on right up.
Who?
Say.
Shonagon?
Yep.
Archer or...
Archer.
Oh, damn. Alright, I get to skip this, right?
Yes, if you skip it, it should take you right to where you left off. If there's a fight, there's a fight. If there's no fight, you're just gonna...
I wonder if I can find that same alter ego I was using. Yeah, that's close enough. I don't know if it's the exact person, but... I swear, Zerher, that happens so often. Like, for me, at least. I don't know. So, Nick Nick.
Yeah?
I'm in the Halloween spirit, if you're watching stream right now. And this is what I mean by that. I got the family size bag! It just lives by my feet now. Okay. God, I love my penguin girl.
His or her, but the problem here is, if any video, if any off the shelf is going to be dinged for inappropriate content, it would be the one associated with TCC.
It would be. Yeah. It really truly would be. Hey, question, because I can't remember and I just want to know. Melt alter ego AoE single target.
Single target.
Okay. It was a relatively unimportant question. I just wanted to know.
Nah, you're good. I have to ask that question sometimes for servants. I don't use that often. So with projecting the way you're doing it, has it been working out for you pretty well?
Yeah, it's working fairly well. I think the only thing I'm a little kind of iffy on is I don't love using headphones, but I have to use them anyways when someone pops in Discord. So like I would have had to use them anyways, like for tonight example, but like normally since I'm streaming in the morning and no one's popping in, I prefer to go without headphones. Which I think I could still go without headphones if I didn't have anyone popping in. I just have to be very careful about like the feedback, you know?
Well, the issue at that point would be the game feedback, because if you mute the audio input for the capture card, it would mute it for the projection, and if you mute it for the projection,
then I can't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something to be like messed with, but it's nice to not have to change my HDMI input, because that was certainly very annoying to have to do constantly, you know?
And I'm curious how you feel about having the chat right there on screen for you.
I'm actually still not using that chat because it's just a little too small for me to comfortably read. And I think that's just something I've been noticing about the chat we keep on screen. I almost wish I could like alter it to like up the size of it, like not like the dimensions, but
there
like,
are other ways of doing it. I don't know how to do
Yeah.
it myself yet, though. I haven't looked into it yet, even though I keep saying I want to.
Well, yeah, and I only say this because we keep the chat on screen so that it's visible in replay, but the thing is, I don't know about you, but I enable live chat replay on all of my stream VODs. So I don't really need the chat on stream. And also, I mean, I'm looking at chat on stream on like a 32-inch 4K monitor, and if I'm struggling a little bit to read it with, you know, magnifying glass glasses, then there's there's definitely a better way to do this. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
So I think there's definitely something I need to look into, because the thing is also because I'm staring at the FGO screen, right? And that's kind of like in the upper left, and the way my dual monitors are focused, so if FGO is like right here for me, right? Like categorically, my chat in the YouTube studio is actually just right here. So it's actually not that inconvenient for me to just use the YouTube chat, like reading it, inside of YouTube Studio. Just for me personally, you know.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a chance to use the projected method. That's why I asked.
Yeah, but I do like having the projection on screen and being able to see kind of everything right here. It makes me feel like I don't need to have OBS open and up, you know? Which
especially because you don't need the bigger thing that it would help me with is, remember, I used to have those capture card issues where my capture card would freeze and I wouldn't be able to tell until someone in chat got my attention.
Yeah.
Now, if there's any technical difficulties in the stream view, you'll be the first one to know outside of buffering issues.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's nice. So I don't have to keep OBS up, like, necessarily, which means I can just kind of, which means I have more freedom to pop Discord up if I want it, and just keep the YouTube studio open. All right. What does Melt's third skill do? Decreases NP strength for all enemies. Decrease NP strength for all allies except yourself, and increase NP strength for yourself. Okay, so if I just use only Melts this turn, that will actually help me.
Yes.
But I can only use Melt's NP right now. I cannot use Koyan's unless I want it to be underpowered.
Yes, which, in fairness, they're even losing out on that damage. Koyan's NP does have something to it that could be helpful even without.
True, and hers is AoE.
Yeah, I mean, that just means doing even less damage.
Well, yeah, but since I have 3 enemies here, you know? And 2 of them don't have super high HP bars, you know?
Yeah.
There's a certain element of, like, actually Koyan's gonna be relatively useful here in a second. As kind of like a field cleaner, you know? Yeah.
生きている者がいれば私の社に愛玩の折にてたっぷり分からせますので。
Ugh, because it's a fucking berserker. That's fine. I so desperately want to use someone's Duryodhana, but every single one I see in the friend list either doesn't have leveled skills or isn't leveled enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could also use Saber here and it'd do really well.
This is true, but I kind of just want to wail on them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you enjoy just wailing on people. The obstacles have been eliminated. Let's keep going. We should reach the mountain pass soon. I know this place like the back of my hand. I'll lead the way. Everyone, there is something I would like to discuss. What is it? Can you tell us while we walk? Lord Tajima has told me a few things about servants, but I still do not know much about them. However, they sound as though they are dead people returned to life. So then, what is the difference between heroic spirit swordmasters and heroic spirits? According to what you have said, it sounds as though they are both more than that. Heroic spirits are heroes who left a significant mark on human history, and servants are their shadows. These servants far exceed the capabilities of ordinary people, and many are exceptionally powerful warriors. For example, a single servant joining a battle could lead anyone to victory against an entire army. A whole army? That sounds just like the heroic spirit swordmasters who burned down Hitachi and wiped out Sagami. True, that's because the heroic spirit swordmasters are servants that have been twisted to do evil. I see? In fact, I'm a servant myself. Oh, but I'm not a heroic spirit swordmaster. I see. Yes, that's right. I see. I did not know that. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I couldn't think of a good way to broach the subject, so... Whoa, look at those two having a moment. This is hardly the time or place, but I can't take my eyes off them. Jesus, Musashi, take a break. As for Samgata Hell and Kalasutra Hell, they are servants who ended up becoming heroic spirit swordmasters. Jesus. They may have once been Shuten Doji and Minamoto no Raiko, but whatever they were in life, they are now heroic spirit swordmasters and have become the vicious creatures we saw for ourselves. At least that's my best guess based on everything we know so far. However, in their particular case, there is something else. It's, I hesitate to bring this up, but I think it's important that we all be aware of it. That goes for you too, Master. Before Shuten Doji and Minamoto no Raiko were heroic spirits, they were Oni. Right, Shuten Doji may be more overtly Oni than Raiko, but Oni blood still runs through both of their veins. And we can't deny the possibility that this may be affecting how they are as heroic spirit swordmasters. Oni, you say. And as for me, come to think of it, Tomoe Gozen seemed like she was using some Oni power as well. I'll say, I've never seen anyone use a bow like that before. It was downright terrifying. Anyway, Oni, huh? I've had run-ins with Oni before, too. There were a bunch around when Seki and I first met, of course, but that was far from the only time. So I've got a few thoughts of my own based off experiences if you'd like to hear them. Basically, there are many different types of Oni. First, oh man, are we really getting an explanation of Oni? Oh man, I really don't... I understand why, but I really don't need this. First, creatures outside the domain of humans, the uncivilized and untamable. Second, the descendants of abominations that possess power outside of what is categorically within human capacity. And third, beings whose hatred of this world was so intense that it gave them corporeal form and could never be pacified. Some were even born like that because of how they were portrayed in stories. So there are Oni that live outside humans' domain, Oni that possess supernatural power, and Oni that come from stories. Thank you for repeating exactly what she just said. Right, now let's go back to the heroic spirits. It may not mean much, but I happen to notice something they have in common. I guess you can think of this as a kind of thought experiment. Something they have in common. By definition, heroic spirits are heroes, right? And it's not like just any samurai who made a name for himself on the battlefield can become one, right? Some of them are people who, say, rebelled against a cruel feudal lord to save others, right? What's more, they can do a lot more than any human. It may not be true for all of them, but most heroic spirits are really strong, right? Right. Just the fact that their bodies aren't harmed by ordinary attacks makes them exceptionally dangerous. In which case, the first two kinds of Oni I mentioned above half apply to heroic spirits too. Some heroic spirits are unbound by human mores, and some far exceed human capabilities. As for the third kind, I see what you mean. You're right. That might not be too different either. Wow, I really didn't think FGO would be pulling out a word like mores. Some heroic spirits are born from concepts and stories, and some are summoned as servants who have been transformed into monsters. Huh?
Nothing.
Did you just say, what's a more?
No, I said that's a more.
Ah. Right. And isn't that kind of what this current situation feels like? I'm afraid I no longer follow you. Are you saying that Oni and heroic spirits are the same thing, Lady Musashi? Not the same, Lady Danso. Lady Musashi is simply saying that there are similarities. Similarities? Right. They're very similar, but only at a superficial level. At their heart, they're fundamentally different. The major differences between heroes and Oni is the fact that Oni can never coexist with humans. At heart, Oni are twisted, warped creatures. They could smile one moment and devour someone they love next. Everything about them can change in an instant. A complete and total inversion, like it was nothing. Sorry to interrupt you, Musashi, but that third kind of Oni has shown up. Take a look. It's almost like you invited the thing. Oh boy. Is that a great dark Oni? This is just one of those speak of the devil things, okay? I didn't invite it here. Lady Musashi ran off ahead. I'm going to join her. Understood. Then I shall help you to slaughter this Oni as well. Oh boy. I'm so stiff, Knick-Knack.
No, I'm actually remarkably tired right now. I was up till like 2 in the morning.
So was
2:30
I.
in the almost 2:30 in the morning. I almost caught the FGO Halloween announcement stream, but at around 2:15 I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going to bed."
Yeah, you have work.
Look, I thought I might be able to make it through work, and I did make it through work today, but I wasn't making it much later that night.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm probably gonna call it at the end of this Kantika for today.
Okay.
And I will just acknowledge the fact that I will not be getting through Shimousa in October. Not unless I'm really productive next week, which I might be, you never know.
What day did you want to stream next week? My goal is to stream Monday, but
I need to see
shuffle around the
calendar. Hang on.
Well, Halloween is Friday, so I don't know what your Halloween plans are.
Well, I'm streaming on Halloween, Baldur's Gate, with Vorn.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I mean, I need to actually, like, see a calendar.
We're recording Thursday,
Okay.
meaning
Sorry.
anything else is Monday through Wednesday is your
Yeah.
plans. But that's like the easy ones for you there that I can knock out.
Yeah, respectfully, what I meant, Knick-Knack, was I need to see my calendar, which is on my phone. Which I cannot currently look at. You know?
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not we're going to be fighting for the death on Monday.
We shouldn't be. I have an interview Monday, but I don't think I have anything specific scheduled any other day of the week at the moment. Outside of classes, so I might be able to actually have a stream schedule next week.
Because I probably can't stream Wednesday, or shouldn't stream Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, I should definitely be streaming Tuesday afternoon, because that's going to be my normal FGO slot at 1 p.m.
Okay.
Tuesday. Yeah.
By the way, guys, Wednesday streams are officially dead. For me.
What happens?
Actually, Tuesday streams aren't going to be particularly common anymore either. In fact, they might never happen either.
Well, Tuesday afternoons is becoming FGO's new home instead of Monday mornings, so...
You know, with that in mind, I think my only stream day going forward is going to be Monday. At least the only one I prefer to be streaming on.
Respectfully, super stream. Well, Nick Nack's streaming tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, he's streaming tomorrow, and then if I have time, maybe around 9:30, I'll pop in to do my Juge rolls, I think.
Okay.
I debated sort of like not rolling them on stream or on video, but like, because I feel like I'm luckier off video.
But like, this is the other role you've been building up to for a while.
Yeah. I mean, besides the end of the year one, and I'll have like an entire month to build back up a court supply, you know? Almost 2 months. As opposed to this, which is kind of just coming off Aussie. Really trying, you know? Yeah, that's the problem I'm having.
What about no to tomorrow's or her?
I have no clue.
I think right now Seki, so long as she's actually able to find the time, is planning to pop into stream or pop into my stream tomorrow, and I'm just gonna let her Discord stream her roles in my stream.
I have plans with friends at like in the afternoon, but I don't know how late those are gonna go. So like, in theory, and also it's literally like a 5-minute thing for me to pop in and do some rolls, you know?
Yeah, like once those rolls are done, I'm not. I'm cutting Seki's video feed off, and it's not going to become a Seki FGO stream. It's going back to Pokemon Emerald if I'm not done with what I wanted to do for the day.
Yep. Hostile eliminated. Whew, it was tough, but we managed. Does this mean that the heroes have won and defeated the Oni? I'm afraid I still don't fully understand. Oh, sorry if I confused you. I was just saying whatever came to mind. Don't dwell on it too much. Oh! This Sunday, 5 p.m., Repo stream, and I think Realm said he'd be there, Winter said he'd be there, Cece is gonna be there, possibly another person or two will be there, plus me.
I will most certainly not be there.
So, today's Wednesday, Zero Herrera.
Yeah.
Today's Wednesday.
And it's this isn't going to be a problem. Like, this isn't a problem this week. It's just starting next week. Like tomorrow is the last Thursday. I have a lot of free time on Thursdays for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. So we should have a big repo stream this Sunday at 5 p.m. I gotta hound people to make sure that they show up on time. It should be modded if everyone's working. If necessary, we'll switch off of modded and just do kind of regular. But the plan is to do modded. Hopefully, like we were supposed to be doing at the beginning of the month, but with more success. Also, yes, Dakota Doyle. I have such bad luck on stream. Oh, sorry if I confused you. I was just saying whatever came to mind. Don't dwell on it too much. Still, in the end, it doesn't really matter if you're a heroic spirit or an Oni. It's a hell of a thing to say at this point. No, it doesn't. I may have plenty of opinions to share, but I still don't even know who I am. I've been to many different worlds, fought opponents with the same name countless times, and written something called the Book of Five Rings, but for all of that, I don't even know my own hometown. If I'm being perfectly honest, I died back when I first wandered into a different world. I'm not the same person I was back then. I may even just be a ghost claiming to be Miyamoto Musashi. But even if I don't know who I am, there's one thing I can say for sure. At the very least, I'm no Oni. And that's just as true for Oni too. Even if they don't know who they are, they can say this much for sure. I am an Oni. I am a beast and I live my life accordingly. As long as you know that about yourself, that's all that matters, even if you don't know who you really are. Or even if you've long since forgotten who you once were. As long as I decide how I want to live and act accordingly, then I'm me. And I won't let anyone criticize me for that. Or well, at least I'm not going to criticize me for it right now. I guess what I'm trying to say is, right now, I'm someone who's here to fight bad guys with all of you. What about you, Seki? You got it. It doesn't matter who your family was or where you came from. All that matters is what you want to do and what you can actually do. So cheer up, Kotaro. Be honest. You felt bad for a moment earlier because you thought you were an Oni just like them, didn't you? Is that true, Lord Kotaro? As far as Seki and I are concerned, Kotaro, the fact that you're trying to save Onui and Tasuke makes you awesome. You're like a hero of justice straight out of a fairy tale. I've got a big soft spot for people of that. Me, I'm an underhanded coward who will do whatever it takes to win. I'll be honest, she made a comment about them being justice, and all I could think about is just the Batman. I am justice. You know?
Yeah.
I can't stand people who go around preaching justice, but I love people who try their best to do the right thing. So hold your head high, Lord Kotaro. As long as you want to help others, I'll want to help you. Well, if Lady Musashi, one of the greatest heroes of all time, thinks that highly of me, I suppose I have no choice but to rally myself and fight. Wait, really? Is that how I went down in your history books? Congrats, Dakota Doyle! It's Thursday! Not for me. I am still on Wednesday brain. What you want to do and what you actually do. In that case, what am I? What am I? Well, don't have your existential crisis here. It's not the time. A ninja without a soul is nothing more than a hollow blade. Girly Pop, I don't need you having your crisis here! Okay. I am going to get an alarm in a little bit that's going to tell me to put my retainer on and brush my teeth. Oh. There's a lot of bar guests. Is there a Dioscuri on my friend supports? I swear to God, I saw Dioscuri all the time on my friend supports for a while, and now it's just not there, you know?
That's just how a cookie crumbles.
Yeah. It's sad.
And yet there's a Caesar on your friend support.
I did see that. I did see that, and I was very upset by it. And it's someone that I'm actually friends with. Maybe I need to not be friends with that person. Okay. Alright, this is the last section we're doing tonight. Good, we finally made it to the trail. From here, we could reach the peak in an hour if we hurry without stopping, but then we would be too tired to fight, so we won't be doing that. So we hurry, but we also take breaks when we need to. No pushing ourselves too hard, and no getting exhausted. As they say, even heaps of dust make a mountain in time. We need to hurry, but push yourself too much and all of a sudden you can go no further. And if that ends up taking you out of commission just when it really counts, you'd never be able to forgive yourself. So, if you start to get so tired that you feel it in your knees, take a break. We still have a long way ahead of us. Excuse you, Muramasa, but I'm pretty sure my knees are older than you, so... In that case, why don't I carry her? I may not look like it, but I am capable of carrying almost a ton. That much? I mean, that's amazing, but I'm afraid it would be too risky. If you happen to drop her for any reason while we were running at our top speed, she could be seriously injured, or worse, especially since this isn't exactly the safest path. Indeed, there's no telling when we might run into more monsters, so we need to proceed with caution. Then it's settled. Let's go. And... oh. I was really hoping monsters would just show up really quickly and there wouldn't be a whole lot of talking in this pip. You're a weird, motley bunch, that's for sure. I guess the age of war really is over. I know there ain't a ton of people living decent lives out there, but there's something about you that's more than just passing strange, Seki. Oh my god, what? That is Janako slander, Dakota Doyle. I don't remember what my grandkids looked like anymore. It was a terrible time to be alive back then. For most people, it took everything they had just to stay alive. All the samurai cared about was conquering other provinces, so there was no end of war on this tiny island. Every now and then we'd get a great leader, but they'd always die well before their time, and there was no guarantee that their successor would be worth a damn. And if a powerful province came and invaded us, our feudal lords inevitably proved all but useless. In order to fight a war, you need money, food, and manpower. It wasn't enough that our lords would demand we hand over our money. They also demanded our lives. Working the rice fields was hard enough, but then they came in and drafted all the young farmers for the army. Then all of the fields were neglected. In the worst case, those farmers would even get killed in battle. On top of that, whenever a battle broke out near a village, soldiers would invade it and take everything from food to women. For most people in times of war, life is hell. That's true. Japan's Warring States period was a truly horrifying time to be alive. There was no God or Buddha to be found then. Maybe there was something worth caring about if you looked hard enough, but I never found it. Nor did I ever see any God or Buddha feeding starving children after a war came to an end. Put another way, the blades of that time were too strong. They offered neither salvation nor forgiveness. Back then, it seemed like the fires of war would rage on forever. Even if some feudal lord managed to claim the empire for himself and we enjoyed a time of peace for a while, it was always just a matter of time before another war would break out. At least, that's what I used to think. I could see it in your eyes. You've been through a lot, but you grew up in privilege. Yours are the eyes of someone who's never gone hungry or lived in fear of war or had to sleep out in the cold. And you don't come from nobility either, do you? It may not be a straight line from Iemitsu's reign to your time, but eventually. Now I know this land will be home to kids with gentle eyes like yours, even if people like you seem strange to me. You know what this reminds me of? Let's make a One Piece reference, guys. Doflamingo's speech. Kids who have never known war, and kids who have never known peace.
That's a line from a part I haven't read or watched.
This is true. You're actually not that far out, though, at this point. Not if we're reading by arc. And oh boy, am I excited to get there. Truth be told, it's hard for me to imagine a time filled with oddballs like you, but if this so-called peaceful world gets us there eventually, I guess it's not all bad. Grandpa. That was so cheesy! Shut it. Aw, you're blushing, Grandpa. Cute! Oh, and for the record, I don't think the Age of War was all bad either. Oh? After all, you were there during it. So was I, and so was Kotaro. Danzo, I know you're active now, but you were around during the Age of War too, weren't you? Yes, I was. So we've all got something in common then. We're willing to risk our lives to save children that are total strangers to us. That makes us all oddballs, as Grandpa Muramasa put it. Ugh, give it a rest. Lord Muramasa, I have a question for you as well. Earlier, when you said you don't remember what your grandchildren looked like, was that a figure of speech? No, I honestly don't remember. Thinking back on it now, I devoted every day of my life to forging swords and nothing else. Where blades are concerned, as long as you make them as you were taught, they can cut through most anything. But that just wasn't enough for me. A sword forged by a true master should, I thought, be able to cut through anything. I was born and raised to make swords and nothing else. Even as everyone else around me starved to death, my work as a smith kept putting food on my table. That's why I thought my swords had to be able to cut through anything, or else there'd be no point to my life. So I set out to make the ultimate sword. I ended up forging so many blades, but only because if I didn't, I'd never be able to make one that was truly peerless. I decided that swords should be capable of cutting through bonds, certainty, and even karma. And just so you know, the Myojin Giri I lent Muramasa isn't that. That one's just an evil super blade that ended up reaching the demonic realm. That sounds more than powerful enough, but I guess it's still not the sort of blade you were seeking, is it? No, it's not. I'm probably not making much sense to you, but that's okay. No one else can understand what it is I'm seeking. It's barely one step removed from madness, or maybe I went mad a long time ago and never realized it. I barely remember my kids' or grandkids' faces. I have some recollection of the disciples who carried on my smithing techniques, but that's all. You know what this reminds me of, Knick Knack? Hayao Miyazaki. Miyazaki. I got it the second time.
Miyazaki. Maybe you're starting to catch a bad case of the Muramasas.
But you get what I mean?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I never did anything fatherly or grandfatherly for my family, and yet here I am. I don't give a damn whether this place is a dream, an illusion, or reality. This is where I ended up. I don't know who summoned me or why, but... Then, you're a servant too, just like Lord Kotaro. That's right. I'm not good for anything besides making swords, but for some reason I showed up here. I know I haven't exactly come back to life, but even so, I made a decision. Now that I've found myself with a new life here, I'm going to make the most of it. It'd make me really happy to see Onui get married or travel wherever the wind takes her, just like Musashi. Same for Tasuke. I'd be happy to see the little guy grow up and become a merchant or a military officer, or he could even travel as well. So I'm doing everything I can to make that happen. I forged spades, hoes, even pots so I could save up money. When I dematerialize, I want them to choose their own futures and do what makes them happy. To grow up in a peaceful world, never knowing what it's like to be hungry. So I won't have any damn thing get in my way. Not a giant snake, nothing. I'm sensing an evil aura, a really big one. I swear to God, if it's a giant fucking snake. That roar and that giant body, big enough to reach the heavens, it's exactly the same kind of great serpent the assassin of Paraiso controlled. It is a giant fucking snake. It's a big fuck-off snake!
Snakes.
Wait, of
Why'd
course.
it have to be snakes?
The Oni of Mount Oe. There are some stories that say Shutendoji is the daughter of the god of Oe, which would make her one of Yamato no Orochi's descendants. In which case, it's entirely possible that some Gata Hell could make use of the same power behind Paraiso's curse. How is that possible? Besides, no one should be going around summoning ancient serpents in the first place. It's using its whole body to block our path, huh? It knows we're in a hurry. Well, if that's how it wants to play, I won't show it any mercy. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm going all out to take this monster down. I don't know who this snake is descended from, and I don't give a crap. If it insists on getting in our way, I'll chop it up into bite-sized pieces. Not that I'll actually eat any of them. This is a danger noodle. It is not a nope rope. A danger noodle is not poisonous. A nope rope is poisonous. That's my final opinion on that. Oh, that was unlucky.
Oh, hey, Muramasa's here. Biblically accurate Shimousa.
Yes! Biblically accurate FGO. Now all I need is Danzo and Kotaro on my team.
This fight would drag on forever.
And Musashi. It's the perfect team!
A little more. You probably get to the fight a little faster than Musashi. Kotaro, though.
Would not be helpful.
No.
Not here. Yes, tacos.
Nick.
What?
Snack.
Snack. I love snacks. They're so cute. Eat my fucking evade, you piece of shit. Eat both my evade and my gut skill, you piece of shit. What?
So, Pokemon right now. Days before their brand new game was about to release, there was a massive leak that basically leaked Pokemon's plans for the next half a decade.
Oh.
There was one account that was basically at the forefront, like going through those leaks and showing off like photos and videos of them. And everyone, what happened? What you expect to have happened with that account may have happened, because they are uncharacteristically quiet right now, and everyone I'm seeing is like, "Oh, yep, they got him."
That sucks. Master, please stand back. We've mortally wounded it. But it's too strong to just die right away. If you stay too close, it could hurt you as well. Lady Seki, I don't understand. Can't you give orders and provide support from further back just as well? You see, for most servants summoned at Chaldea, the closer we can be to Master, the better. Essentially, staying close by significantly enhances our power. That's why Master always stays by our side. But in this case, it's just too dangerous for you to be here, Master. Don't worry, I'm always this stupid. Don't be so stubborn, kid. You should listen to the red-headed ninja once enough. Wait. Ouch. Seki! Damn it! The serpent went after Master with the last of its strength. Hang on, Master. I can see you rolling down the slope. I'm coming to get you, so stay where you're still rolling? You know, one time I did roll down a hill. At a sleepaway camp. There's a new enemy coming in from the front. It's another black serpent identical to the one we just fought. Another one, now? And at my daycare. Master! I'm sorry, Seki. Once we make it out of here, I'll come after you right away. Okay. Alright. So you finished middle of the 4th Kantaka.
That one interaction is the interaction that inspired my DMing style whenever I can't beat a servant.
What?
Whenever I can't take out one of y'all's servants, I go after the squishy master in the back.
And that works great when you're going after Realm and Vorn.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna play through the ending of the Quarta Cantica tonight. Because it's going on 3 hours for me, I think, if I've counted correctly. And also I'm about to get an alarm tone on my phone in like literally 10 minutes telling me that I need to put in my retainers, brush my teeth, and go to bed. But yeah, so obviously, so Knick-Knack, you're streaming tomorrow night. I'm probably gonna pop in, but I'll let you know if that plan changes.
Hi.
Then I'm streaming Sunday, and I will stream Tuesday and Friday for sure next week. I might try to fit in a 3rd stream, but we'll see if I have like time available. What about you, Knick-Knack? What are you thinking about for next week?
Just Monday. It's not impossible. Well, actually, I don't know what my plans are on the weekend next week. I was gonna say it's not impossible that I'll do a weekend stream next week, but
well, I'm pretty sure next Saturday is our end of season stream.
No, it's the Saturday after that. November 1st is nothing for the channels currently planned.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, because November 1st is this Saturday. Next Saturday, the one after, is the...
No, this Saturday is November 25th.
So,
Seki, do you need to open a calendar?
So, Dakota Doyle, was it you who's like time clock? Yeah. It's Thursday for you. Apparently, it's the 27th for me.
Seki, you weren't kidding earlier when you said you needed to pull up a calendar.
Look, I track my entire life in my Google Calendar, knickknack, and I'm still struggling to get back into like remembering everything I had planned this month after it being completely derailed by me being sick. I know I have an interview Monday, and I know I'm streaming. Wait, do I have an interview Monday? Yes, I do, and I'm streaming next Friday with Baldur's Gate, because I'm not doing Baldur's Gate this Friday. I am still correct about it being a repo stream this weekend. No, okay, I'm correct about all of my dates except for me calling out that the 8th is only a week and a half away. It's 2.5 weeks away. That's the only problem I'm having right now.
Yes.
I just can't count. It's just...
If I stream twice, the second day will probably be Saturday.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because this weekend I know we're both busy the whole weekend, except for my stream on Sunday.
I'm not just busy. This is gonna be one of those zero free time weekends.
Yeah. So yeah, I also don't have plans the weekend after that, which is the 1st of November. Yeah. But yeah. All right, guys. Oh, I think that is it for me. So I will see you all potentially, most likely tomorrow night, and if not tomorrow night, I would be happy to see a bunch of you on Sunday if you have time. Toodles.
Unless I get struck by a meteor, I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Well, hopefully there's no meteor coming.